All right. Welcome back, folks, to episode 34 of the Ginger Ball Podcast. We just broke down the trade deadline a couple of days ago, but we have some new trades coming in. We're also going to do a Super Bowl preview. I'm your host, Hunter Fermet. We have, Beck from the last 30 or so pods. Ryan's been our playoff wartime conciliary, and a new co-host in the building, Brody McShane. He was also on the Mark Zumoff interview. Brodman, how are we doing, man?
Good, man. Thank you for having me on, brother. I appreciate it. It's great to
Let's
catch
go.
up with old friends, dude. This is awesome.
Let's go. Let's go. And I want to start off top, boys, with a trade that is near and dear to most of us here. Beck's a Grizzlies fan, but to the rest of us, Jared McCain getting traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder for a 26 Houston first, which is currently number 25, which is almost 10 spots below where he was drafted last year,
Sure is.
and a few future seconds. Boys, I mean, I don't know where we start with this. Ryan, I'm gonna let you lead off. What do we think here?
I'm extremely angry. Disgusting work, truly, from our front office again. On so many levels, this one's like one of the worst. Like they always are going to duck the tax. That's what they do. That's what Josh Epstein does as a owner. He needs more money to filter to the Eagles' rivals, so he's going to fuck over our basketball team. But obviously, I expected them to duck the tax, but I expected that to come in the form of an Andre Drummond trade, an Eric Gordon thing, whatever. I don't expect you to trade a second year young guard that you picked like 13th overall, I think, last year, who's also going to clearly be the rookie of the year until he got injured last year. So like he was one of the best rookies in the NBA last year. Obviously, this year was rough for sure. Rough start for him with the injuries. He never really found his footing. Also, less play time out there for him because of VJ, which was obviously we didn't expect last year to go the way it did, and for us to get a guy like VJ. Like we were talking about before, though, it's clear that the bottom line is clearly the front office did not value him the way that Sixers fans or me and you do. If they thought he was good, they wouldn't have salary dumped him. It's really that simple. Daryl never seemed to really have him in his plans. He publicly shit on him today by saying they traded him at his height. So just really confusing stuff, especially with Embiid kind of like publicly advocating for them to not do this exact thing and for them to turn around and trade, like not just duck the tax, like they don't just get rid of Drummond. They trade like what we thought was a core piece. So extremely frustrating. They don't do anything else to make the team better this year either. The only other move is shipping off Eric Gordon, which obviously I'm cool with. But yeah, extremely frustrating, and I don't understand it at all, unless your perspective is you enjoy saving Josh Harris money.
Right, exactly. Brodman, what do we think?
I mean, it's certainly. I guess it's tough because I'll play devil's advocate here. Not in terms of being happy for the McCain trade, because I don't think the Sixers were in any position to piss away talent, especially this year in which the Eastern Conference is relatively wide open. I know it's been the same conversation for the last 10 years or so with the Sixers. If Embiid's healthy, if they're talented enough come April, May, they'll be able to compete. Well, I don't think they were in the position to piss away any talent. McCain had a rough start to the year, as Ryan had kind of alluded to. I don't think I would have dealt him. I really thought he was starting to kind of get into a bit of a rhythm, specifically on the offensive side of the ball in terms of how he was able to shoot the three. And in terms of the rich get richer, I mean, OKC continues to build upon, what they've been doing ever since they acquired SGA. I mean, it's a shame. I think I've been a Daryl guy since they've brought him in, and I know that might, ruffle some feathers. I think a lot of his job has been cleaning up Elton Brand's mistakes, for lack of a better way to put it. And I think that a lot of those mistakes have dealt in or bled into continual seasons in the Tobias Harris contract, the Al Horford contract, the fact that Jimmy Butler's not here anymore, which also might be personal choice. I'm very well aware of that. But this isn't a move that I am in support of. I mean, obviously, it seems like, they have long-term visions for Quentin Grimes, who's a good player. There's no argument there. But again, I don't think they were in the position to deal talent. Clearly, he was a guy that he was a rookie of the year last year before he blows out his knee.
Yeah.
So the fact that you deal him now, and I don't think it was well received within the locker room, which is obviously never good.
Yeah.
There's always something with the Sixers, brother. It never
Yeah.
ends. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think that's where we're at. I mean, I think it's I'd like to say I'm a Daryl guy. I understand that that's probably not going to be well received. I don't understand this trade at all, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that last part you said is important too about like how these guys have reacted to this. Like we've seen Maxi and the rest of the guys on Instagram and social media.
Yeah,
Like
man.
as a neutral, when you see this trade and it just comes through, like what immediately comes to mind and like do you come away just being like, oh, the Sixers are dumbasses and OKC just keeps doing smart things, or what do you see as a neutral?
As a neutral, I think like Maury's argument in terms of trading him at his peak, I think it's really hard to agree with that. How
Yeah,
did you
it
trade
just
him at
makes
his
no
Yeah.
peak?
It
sense,
was
man.
horrible. Yeah, we're selling high. You're an idiot.
This would be his
Speak
not
on
his absolute like bottom, but because he's got his rhythm back in the
not far
past
from it.
2 weeks. But yeah, it's not far from it at all. So in terms of 2 years of basketball, this is probably near the bottom of his value. As a neutral, I was surprised just that he got moved. Didn't think that was the name that was going to be in the cards for the Sixers to move at all. Whether or not it was like a deal like this, where you're like, wow, it's really just solely a salary dump. And for the Thunder getting him, like, I'm not here to come in and say that he's going to make a great impact there this season, but this is probably like a one playoff series move where you're going to need him at some point, and
He's going to deliver.
they're hoping he
at some
comes
point.
through. He gives them a different dynamic than they have
Yeah,
from
scoring off
Caruso.
the bench. Yeah.
Kind of like a Trey Mann replacement, if you will, or at least giving them a spark plug. So I do like it. It's hard to tell too whether McCain can kind of like build his value back up, because if this is his value around the league, then that's quite lower than we all rank him.
Mm-hmm.
And then secondly, is a team where he's more just a cog in the system and not going to be really ever have the opportunity here to be that guy on offense, starting or off the bench. I don't think he's going to be like the vocal point on offense, even in like a 5-minute spell off the bench.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to, fit into the system, and that'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure if this is like a great spot for him,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah. I think that's a good point about like what his role is. And I did want to get into that, what his role is in OKC, because I mean, obviously they're a juggernaut. They won the title last year. They're right there this year. But I do think that this team still gets into a bit of a slog on offense at times. And I think if you don't have Wiggins going, or you don't have some of these like tertiary guys going, I think Jared McCain as an option is just like such a luxury for them.
I was gonna say, like, they're not particularly great at shooting. Like,
Yeah, I mean
they're not.
That's been their flaw. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, it hasn't bitten them because they're so good at everything else that it hasn't really mattered. But yeah, if you see a second-year guy out there that no matter what you say, he is an elite shooter. Like, I know he wasn't shooting the ball that great this year, but like, you don't lose that ability. Like, he was elite at Duke, he was elite last year. Like,
Marco Fultz.
That's actually
You should be the first one to know, brother.
It's a very fair point, but we haven't seen that level of not being able to shoot in McCain yet, and I don't expect him to go down that road. Hopefully,
Yeah.
but yeah, and also I want to I saw something. The Presti hasn't traded a first in like a decade, and like the fact
It's terrifying.
that he's
It's
out
terrifying.
there like banging the door down. Let me check in on this guy. It gives me kind of the vibes of like when Ainge just used to bully us into trades, like he did with the Tatum Fultz trade.
Is that what the reports are, that he was the one who checked in, or did the Sixers reach out?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't.
Somebody
if
should have
that
asked
could
Daryl
be the
that
case.
today.
I haven't heard one way or the
I feel
other.
like it has to be. Like, were we? I mean, who
Bro,
knows how low?
I have a
were we
theory
really
about
out
this.
there
I mean,
just saying,
I have
who
a theory
wants
about
this
this.
loser?
To me, a
Like,
tax move would signify that the Sixers reached out.
I have a theory about this. I
yeah,
think,
that's probably right.
and Ryan, we talked about this before we got on, but Daryl said in the summer on the Rights to Ricky Sanchez podcast that he weirdly, vulnerably, and like openly said that he didn't know if the Maxi McCain backcourt would work in the future because of McCain's deficiencies on defense. And I there's a part of me that thinks when Josh Harris came to Daryl Morey and gave him the directive that he needed to get under the tax, it almost feels like Daryl used that as an excuse to get rid of McCain.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he was out there shopping McCain instead of teams
I'm
coming
sure
to
he
them.
was. It's just they definitely were because obviously it was a salary move. What confuses me from the process standpoint of it is if you're gonna say you sold him high and you clearly didn't like him that much as a player, why didn't you do it before he played a game this year?
Yeah.
Do it in the summer. Like theoretically, he was still well thought of in the league. Like he's coming off a great rookie year, and just like it's not like he snapped both his Achilles. He tore his meniscus, which
Guys
it
come back
happens,
from.
and sometimes it takes longer. Like you do see it linger for guys, but like I'm just saying, his career's not over. It's like lying at worst and just bullshit at best. Like the whole process.
Yeah. And Brod, I wanted to ask you because you mentioned Grimes earlier when you were talking. In Shams's report after the trade, he said that for the Sixers, the trade allows them to receive assets, clear space in the glut of guards, and give them flexibility to bring Quentin
Glut of
Grimes
guards.
back. Yeah, that part
Yeah,
specifically.
that doesn't make me
Glut
excited.
of
We're
guards.
one injury away from Kyle Lowry playing
That's what I was gonna
25
say.
minutes a game, dude. Like, what do you
That's what I
mean
was
the
saying,
glut
Brod,
of
what do you-
guards?
Brod, how do you see our quote unquote glut of guards going forward?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think the Sixers were in any position to piss away depth. But look, no, at the end of the day, man, I think they're strapped a little bit now from a depth perspective. And like you don't have Paul George for the next, he'll return in late March. Of course, it's always something with the Sixers, right? He's not hurt, but he's smoking crack now. That's awesome, right? So no, it's tough because I think McCain added an element on the defensive end, and I know he hadn't shot the ball particularly well at the start of the year, but I thought he was really getting into a groove.
Yeah.
I think Grimes is an effective player. Is he great on the defensive end? I don't know. Is any Sixers guard aside from VJ Edcombs good on the defensive end? Like I don't know.
I think Grimes is a plus.
He's
defender.
a plus defender. He's not like Clamps, but yeah.
Yeah, he's not Klay Thompson, but he's
a
good defender.
And I mean, Max, the thing with defenders at guard is
Maxey can improve.
He has the athleticism to be passable, and it's not like he's going to be a guy that's relentlessly attacked in a playoff series. He may get the ISO.
Yeah, he's not McCain. McCain will.
Yeah, McCain is a cone.
Yeah.
That's the one side is like, I almost do think...
it could be like a Jordan Poole situation. If you feel like his defense is that bad and he never had the full season of kind of production that Poole had and a championship, obviously, that came with it. But, I mean, that's one player you could compare him to where you're like, he might be in, multiple other situations and it never looks nearly as good as it did when he was in a great system again.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's no chance of that. Like I said before the year, I think at some point they're going to have to make a decision on the three guards because that's a lot of little guards, which usually doesn't hurt. It's just the process of it was so bad.
Well, I mean, you look at Grimes too. He wasn't signed until right before the start of the season. I mean, there was
correct. His
he
contract stuff
more.
was bizarre.
I just wonder, with a team that it's we have a bit of a backfill in the backcourt, but we're still not that great of a shooting basketball team.
No.
So
and now we're a lot worse.
The Sixers outlook, it confuses me because I think at the end of the day, we've been having the same conversation for the last decade where it's if they're healthy, they're going to have an opportunity. But here we are again with the same old conversation. And I don't know. I think, obviously they've been on a roll. Last night they pissed away against
that was
awful.
Bad.
But what, you got 2 or 3 left to go until the break. I mean, look, dude, the opportunity is there for the team. Again, I don't think the McCain move helps them in any way. I don't think it helps them in any way. And am I taking them out of the East?
It hurts
Absolutely
them.
not. But
they're a worse basketball team.
Do they certainly have
than
an
they were 2
opportunity
days
if
ago.
they're healthy? Yeah, they do. And it's been the same conversation for the last 10 years. And until it happens.
Yeah. The other thing is I just don't. The timing is just the weirdest thing. You just start to see McCain start playing better, as we said in the open, and why not just see this season through where we're kind of way outperforming expectations? To be fair, Embiid is 10 times healthier than we ever thought he'd be, and how could he hurt us in the playoffs? At worst, you find out he's a cone, and you just don't have him in the playoff rotation.
Exactly.
And then you trade him in the offseason. I just don't see why now was the time when we get a 25th pick. Like, dude, what
That's
we're
what I'm
gonna
saying, yeah, the
get? We're
first
gonna
round
get
pick you
a
receive is
borderline.
nothing-
Yeah,
To be
NBA
fair,
player.
Not
they've
getting a
done
lottery
well
pick or
drafting at
Yeah,
kind
no,
of the middle of the
late first to
first.
me are valuable in this day and age.
And
I mean, they're not.
they've done
not
well
valuable.
with that position, but like here's the thing about this year. Like I thought Embiid was done. Like I mean, done. I thought we were never. I never thought he was going to make another All-Star appearance and never even get close to that level. So I was going into this year like let's have fun and be
Right.
entertaining and like have good young players again.
See what the backcourt
And-
looks like, man. Like, yeah, our
Yeah,
guards are
and
fun.
that so from
Yeah.
that perspective, I've been so happy with this year. I mean, Edgecombe looks great. Maxi's taken a leap. Embiid is like Embiid again, which I never thought that I would see. So I didn't want them to be buyers at the deadline. I was not looking for that at all because ultimately I still don't really think they have a chance this year to truly contend. But man, I did not expect them to just punt McCain for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we just are like objectively a worse basketball team. And
Correct.
like, I mean, I don't know. It just also gives you less optionality. Like the same reason that OKC wants McCain is to have optionality in the playoffs. And like you find guys who, depending on a matchup, like McCain might be a cone in one series and not be helpful at all. And then the next series, you might need shooting more than you need anything else.
He's going to
Like-
win them a playoff game, like single.
that's the
for
thing.
certain. He's going to come in off the bench and make 5 threes and win them a game. And I'm going to want to hurt myself.
Yeah. I am gonna root for him at OKC. Like, I don't know.
1000%.
It'll just be
Yeah.
fun to watch him.
I think Sam Presti's a big astrology guy. You think? I mean, he
Yeah,
feels like
definitely.
dude,
a perfect
Zodiac.
fit with you.
I believe Zodiac.
Dude,
Yeah.
that account's been on like a heater. Like, seriously. Every locker room needs a little bit of zest.
I didn't
too.
see his take on that one. I'm guessing it was complete
Really
synergy.
high.
It's like
High
A++.
synergy, A+.
Yeah.
Yep.
He matches with like Shea, Presti,
Yeah,
like
really
literally
well.
all the
Shed.
top guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it'll be
That's a
special.
good shout back. I think Presti might have actually been looking into that.
You can already see McCain. You know how they do those like
Dude, it's like such
post-game-
bullshit, but like there may
post
be
game
something
like
to it,
10
honestly.
of them.
Totally.
Post game, all of them's like surrounding the guy.
Oh,
getting-
yeah.
getting
Yeah.
a
He's
correct-
going to break out
Yeah.
a TikTok dance. It's,
Yeah.
it's going to be cinematic.
Yeah,
It's gonna
well,
be
they
so
stole-
special.
They stole it from the Grizz.
The fingernails are going to be painted. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Beck claiming the
I mean, Dylan's
is that a
on it,
Grind
too.
City special?
Yeah, that was the 2022 Grizzlies. Before the Thunder,
Oh,
we were
yeah,
in a playoff team. Then
Let's go. Stand
Stole
on
our
it.
swagger.
Can I ask
they,
you
they,
guys?
they stole our whole flow, and then they
Bar
went
for
off
bar.
and run a championship with it. And we're rebuilding
Then
our
they did
fucking
it better.
basketball team 4 years later. Like how?
So they did it way better.
How is that possible?
Now you're staring down the barrel of fucking Cam's
Hey,
picks.
Of the
let's
process.
get off this topic. Anything Thunder related, I have this in the back of my mind at all times.
The Grizzlies are recreating the process, but with Zach Edey instead of Joel Embiid.
Yeah, they view Zach Edey as a pillar of their franchise. Great. Yeah, that's really easy to build around. Yeah, a
Canadian
7'4"
guy,
giant who's a fucking cone. And yeah, he's really good in the post-up game. That's big time in today's NBA. Let's go.
I love getting Beck
7'4"
riled up
Jahlil
about the
Okafor.
Grizzlies. Yeah, but there were some other moves in the NBA this week. So let's move
Really?
to yeah. Like it, but Anthony Davis. The Mavs finally bite the bullet and admit defeat in the Luka trade. And they move on from Anthony Davis and send him to Washington where he'll pair up with Trae Young.
Yeah.
Is this interesting at all to you guys, or is this just the Wizards
It's interesting.
throwing shit
Funny.
at the wall?
Yeah, no, it's interesting with just the facts that come out about how little the Mavs played together with the core that they traded.
Oh, yeah.
Kyrie and AD played 25 minutes together.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
I mean, dude, AD and Flag, how many minutes do they play together?
I mean, that's less than Harden, Kyrie, and KD in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Nico Harrison got on live television and said, "Yeah, we view this as a win now move. These brothers played 25 minutes together before. They played.
Thank
They
God
played an
got
NBA half.
Flag. Like,
They played an NBA half together. It was cinema.
thank God they got Flag, and he is everything that we kind of thought he'd be. Because, like, I don't
And
know
more
Yeah,
right now. This is
I don't know how you would like live with yourself as a Mavs fan if they got like the 10th pick.
no. I
That's the
mean,
thing.
am I wild
Which
to
is
say
what
that?
they
But
were
do you almost feel
projecting.
better?
Yeah.
I feel better with
Which is
Flag in the
what
building than
comes
Luca. I'm sorry. Is that crazy to say?
No,
I
I've
was
kinda
thinking about this
I
yesterday.
I've kind of
actually don't
swung
think so
on
either.
Luca a little bit. I do think.
No,
as
I'm 100%
crazy as it is
been
to
there.
say. I think I'd rather have Flag at this current moment because he's really bad at defense, man. Like he
Yeah,
doesn't
Luka?
play it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude.
Like one of the worst defenders I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's in the
man.
Şengün.
No, but like
He's in the
Şengün
NBA
Ministry of
scoring,
Defense.
but yeah,
even
he's a
beyond
terrible
that,
defender,
like
man.
I don't think the heliocentric style will win an NBA championship.
Mhm.
But the player, like if a player does, it'll probably be my favorite championship run because it will be the cockiest shit ever. If
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
can actually get through a whole run and win a championship.
I think
It
Ant-Man-
reminds
I
me a
think
ton of
Ant-Man
like
can do it.
the Harden stuff in Houston. Like they play very similarly, and like
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we saw how that worked out. Like he Harden never even really got all that close. Besides that, the year they missed 27 threes or whatever against the Warriors in Game
And
7.
it's exactly
Paul's out of
that.
hamstring
If
injury.
you're gonna play that style of basketball, it relies on variants of shot making for 4 series, and you have to like guys are gonna have to be able to hit the same shots consistently
Every
who are
game.
role players, which is really all you're gonna ever have around Luka is role players who can spot up, and you're gonna rely on their variants to win you a championship. That's why that style fails at the end of the day. It's not like Luka himself; it's the style and the shooters that you employ around them.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
they're never gonna be stars.
You're still laughing to the bank if you're the Lakers though, replacing old ass A Disney with Luka.
Hey,
Like
Disney.
you're in a way better spot. But I mean, they obviously need Goat James to get out of there so they can kind of hit the reboot. And Goat James needs to be out of there too, so he actually has a real basketball team again.
Yeah, he's playing with James Harden. You
Yeah,
didn't hear?
yeah, and Rich Paul.
Yeah, and I'll be real excited about it.
I
It was
figured
written.
out how I feel about the Harden trade, Hunter. This is all orchestrated by Rich Paul. He's basically like Jeffrey Epstein without
For
like, all the
basketball?
allegations.
Yeah.
He
Without
just-
like
he
all of the
literally-
things that make it bad.
No,
Everything.
yeah. I mean, in my
I'm
head, that's
flipping
not
that.
even a crazy take. He's
That's
Epstein
not a
without the
crazy
bad in the NBA world. He controls everything. That was all orchestrated by him. I'm telling
I
you,
heard that they
I
did
believe it.
not.
pulling the strings.
I heard that they did not
Maxi's agent.
really clear sending him to Washington, and he's
Oh,
and
he did? Oh, yeah,
AD's
he's supposedly
not
pissed.
happy about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Rich Paul probably has one for Adam Silver. Don't be surprised if Adam Silver is missing in a couple.
So is there a way that he can like buy himself out of that contract? Because I think Chris Paul got traded to the Raptors and he's not playing.
Well,
mean AD?
Chris Paul's on a minimum.
Yeah, AD's on
a
like
$50
stupid money.
million. Yeah, so I mean,
How
no,
old is
but
AD? How old is AD?
30. He's not as old as
he's
you
probably
think.
like
32.
31.
Probably
but he
not
might
as old as
well
I think
be,
he
like,
is, but his injury
38.
history.
the goggles at 3 years of
Yeah,
age.
his injuries
He's
are bad.
37.
Who would
Interested
ever
in
want to
him.
play for the Washington Wizards? Man? I understand it's not his decision. I get it. You know, you're traded, but everything about the Wizards suck, dude.
On the Wizards, is there any part of you that's like, at least they're fucking trying something? Like, at least they're like
Sure.
Hate
making
it, and, like,
basketball moves?
Sure.
Worst case, you
Sure.
don't sign him back. Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
I actually like, this might be like,
Did they trade
He's
Sarr?
a
Did
prime
they trade
candidate to
Sarr?
retire
No,
early.
it's-
No,
on the
he's
team.
still on the team.
Okay. Has he done anything?
I think
Who?
Dizzle might.
Sarr?
No, he's like good.
Yeah.
oh,
He's
I love
good?
Sarr.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
Sarr's good. I think
he's solid.
Keyshawn George is good. I
Was
think
he the
Sarr's
number one
good.
or number 2 overall pick a couple years ago?
And I think
He was 2.
too.
Two? Okay. Who went
Reese
one?
Shea.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Sucks.
bum on the Hawks was
He's
one.
he was assigned to the G League last week.
Yeah.
I
That's
got
Anthony
kind of
Bennett
high hopes
territory,
for him as a
so-
role player at the end of last
Pelicans
year.
Pelicans vindicated.
Let's slow
Fuck
our
no.
roll. They
I mean-
said they were ready to win now. They're 13 and 36 with no draft pick.
They doubled down at the deadline too. They
Oh,
said they're not sellers. We believe.
How
in
is
this
Trey
story.
Murphy still on that team, dude? Free him.
How's Herb Jones still there?
Yeah.
They literally think
Everyone.
he's worth 7 first-round picks. Like, bro, give it up the act. The guy
Trey
scores
Murphy's nice.
5
dude.
points at a max.
Yeah,
I love him. In
Trey
Philly.
Murphy's nice, man.
I was.
He cooked us the other
I
night.
thought that
He
was
cooked
like
us
that
the
was
other
kind of
night.
like my dream scenarios. We ended up with him, but
He
I
had
mean, he said,
44 2 nights ago. Yeah.
yeah, he's
I mean-
a good player.
Wow.
My hot take though on the Wizards is like, I admire them at least making basketball moves and like
No, Hunter, I
seeing.
agree. I mean,
seeing
it's
Trey
been
Young
since John Wall. It's been
and
since.
yeah, literally.
No,
Yeah.
and they're objectively not bad moves. Like, you're getting these guys that, you know,
At nothing.
The-
Yeah,
yeah.
if it doesn't
Yeah.
work out, who cares?
Like take a shot. Why? Like if the off.
I mean, they
chance
got
that-
Trey Young for free, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Like literally.
in the off. I mean, dude, the package for AD is not atrocious.
No.
either. Like Chris Middleton, cool. Like have him. They're gonna buy him out. AJ Johnson,
Can
cool.
he still
Have
play?
him.
Can he still play?
He's like Nick Batum now.
Yeah, he'll be
Dude,
fine.
Nico Batum.
He could probably
I like
help
Nico
us, to be
Batum.
honest.
Nico Batum's a great
Yeah,
pro.
I
yeah,
would
no,
love
Batum's a
to
great
see
pro.
Batum having this longevity is really
He
one of
could-
the underrated
Awesome to
stories.
watch.
Middleton would be a great Paul George replacement for
you're
20
right.
games.
I'll
Yeah,
tell
He'd
you
be a
what,
great.
though, man.
He'd
I
probably
like
be better
Trent
than Paul
Watford.
George.
Permanently.
I like Watford, man. I think he's a solid player.
Yeah, he is
I
solid.
think he was injured a little bit at the start of the year, so I guess I think him and Maxey go back.
No, I really
Yeah,
like
they
guys
do.
who can find their spots like Middleton can. He's a more efficient and less annoying version
DeRozan.
of CJ McCollum.
CJ.
Yeah,
See,
that's a very good-
that's president
Middleton-
CJ.
Like no,
That's
CJ
President
McCollum will get
McCollum.
called shot chucker by every NBA
Yeah.
fan base he's employed for. You won't hear that about Middleton because he's a smart.
No,
basketball player.
Middleton's was a
And he
legit
didn't
stud
ruin the
on
NBA
on the
CBA.
Bucks.
Yeah.
Those two reasons are probably why you.
Yeah,
don't-
but he beat Duke at Lehigh, so. Oh.
Yeah.
That's like his claim to fame for 20 years. Yeah, so Anthony Davis to me at bare minimum is interesting for the Wizards, and why the hell not? My question to you guys, could the Wizards be somewhat competent with Trey, Anthony Davis, Sarr, and whoever they get with their lottery pick next season?
I don't think Sarr is good. That's
Really?
yeah. I
I
think
like
he's.
Star.
I think
Yeah.
he's like the foreign version of DeAndre Ayton a little bit.
But he's good on defense.
He's passionless.
It's like all he's good at.
I think he's a little bit
Passionless.
passionless.
He's passionless. Oh, you
I-
mean vibes wise?
Vibes wise, and I think just thing like caring. I don't think he's the guy who I would rely on to be like basketball or death.
Yeah. With like pairing him with
I'm sorry.
Anthony
I
Davis.
think the Wizards needed a guy like that to like
Mhm.
be good again. That's my.
I mean, they
I was
tried.
all in on the 6th seed this year, but they need
Yeah.
like their guy to be a guy who is it. I fucking only do basketball. I
Yeah.
eat, breathe,
Beck,
and
would
sleep.
Do we
you
know
pick him
if
to be the 6th seed?
if Trey Young or Anthony Davis is going to play this year?
Oh, this year I would say 100% no.
I don't
You're-
get what I don't get what's
Both?
going on with Trey Young. Is he healthy?
Both?
Like he is healthy, right?
He like could play, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
won't,
are
though.
they just saying fuck it? We're
Why is
in
that
lose
allowed?
mode?
It's like I mean
'Cause
it's
it's
it's Adam
Adam's
Silver's
no,
NBA.
but this
man.
is fun. This is so far
Welcome.
gone from.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah, it's egregious.
Holy
I mean, Silver has to be ousted. Like I
Yes,
wanted to
he's
do
the
this
worst.
rant.
It's the worst commissioner job of all time.
He
And if he
he's
didn't have the
bordering-
Sterling move to save him, which is literally he was hired
Yeah,
to
that's-
do, then
yeah.
he. Yeah, I mean, it's
I mean-
the worst resume you could picture.
He
Discuss
hasn't
this.
done like one good thing.
Well,
as
so yeah, let me
commissioner.
ask you guys, and this is coming from me from literally like dispute my ignorance here. I apologize because I know that I feel like Stern was a bit of a handful too. Correct? Like
Stern was
he
Stern
rigged
was
the
like a
lottery.
wild
Silver
card,
is
but
it,
he
is
was
it
like
more
Adam
of an
Silver's
enforcer.
lack of
Yeah,
what
he was
doing?
like a
He didn't
fucking
give up all
army
the power
general.
to the players within 2 years of having the job.
Yeah,
Silver's
he-
a
Cup
pushover.
Silver did. Yeah.
Yeah. Stern was like not the best guy in the world, but he made the NBA a well-run organization when he was there.
Yeah, I think Silver's well intentioned. Like he's like, okay, these guys are clearly worth like they should have a higher percentage, like all this stuff, ownership to the players, but he just took it to like the
Yeah, it's
absolute
gone-
extreme.
Yeah,
He's
that's what
gone
happens
way
when you
too
get
far.
a commissioner who has that stance. You cannot be a commissioner or have that stance.
Well,
You just
and
can't. I'm
also-
sorry, you have to be a dictator, or you end up with the situation where now you have guys who have contracts with betting companies, and there's conflicts of interest
Yeah, Giannis,
with their
bro,
own
what a-
trade market.
And
Like,
not even that. It like that stuff is all bad too, but all his ideas have been horrible too. Like the play-in, man, give me a break. Like All-Star
Yeah.
week, or I said the play-in,
The play-in tournament?
the NBA Cup.
Oh,
the
give me a
mid-season?
break with
blue
that.
courts.
Hey, it matters.
Yeah,
it matters.
that shit
it
sucks.
Really matters.
The play-in also sucks though. Like,
I'm
why
an
do we
NBA
need?
Cup believer.
Why do we need a play-in so that we can have like the Bulls and the Jazz and all those teams make the 9th seed every year and then be out in a game? Like, it's so pointless, dude. Just make it 1 through 8. Can we
Yeah.
ever return to normalcy in
Well,
basketball?
I guess the NBA Cup was trying to go after what soccer had done.
Yeah,
Totally.
FA Cup.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. and
I
it's-
believe in the NBA
Yeah,
Cup.
you
That,
can't go-
that might be one of my
No,
hotter
it's-
takes. I think it's like a good idea.
You're full of shit, Hunter. Nobody.
dude.
No, I
they
genuinely
don't
do.
care. The players
do,
don't give
man.
a shit.
Yeah, they do. Dude, Braun celebrated it like it was another ring.
Well,
the
that
Lakers
was
won it.
for LeBron. That was
Yeah.
another ring for my goat.
Because it's probably like the one
That
thing
one counted.
Silver like makes them do.
I'm pissed. I'm
That's the
pissed the
bubble
Knicks
ring.
didn't put up a banner.
That's an
dude.
NBA Cup.
You have to fake like you care when you win this, so that we can try to sell this as a actual product.
Yeah, I mean, the way it works in soccer is just it's been around for so long that people just have to.
Yeah, it's a
respect
part
it.
of the sport.
I think in 20 years, if I wouldn't be shocked if they did away with it, but if they stick with it, I do think it'll just eventually just be something that we just, it's just part. And I think the timing of it is bad right now. Like when they do it is awful. Why would we do it that early in the season? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Have it end like now-ish.
Yeah.
And I don't know. But
You think
Yeah, not to mention how bad All-Star Weekend is now. And oh my God, this year, dude.
well, you guys
Yeah.
gotta fill
We
me
have
in, dude.
two
So it's
different
USA
Team
versus
USA
world.
teams. Like, what
Am I
the fuck
watching
are
the
we doing?
Olympics or what are we doing?
I mean, I think
I'm
the
genuinely
Olympics are.
serious. I don't
I
understand.
think the Olympics were like genuinely like they used part of that energy for this. Like they were like, oh shit, we have a lot of talent in like
Yes.
Serbia and like all these other countries.
Yeah,
I think
I
the
mean,
problem is you don't
the
see.
NBA should just
Yeah,
copy
they don't
FIBA
have
rules.
Steph Curry,
FIBA
man.
rules
They don't have
fucking
Steph
rule.
Curry. That's all I'll say.
Also-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
Game is
point. The
unbelievable.
refing in FIBA and in the Olympics in general is
Yeah, it
way
makes the
better
product
the way they
way
call
better.
the game.
I agree,
Also,
man.
There's no
100%,
foul baiting in the
100%. Let the
Olympics,
boys play.
dude.
Let the boys play. I
Yeah.
agree. I 100% agree.
no goaltends.
100% agree.
Love it. But
Well-
my other thing on the NBA Cup,
I don't know about that.
Wow,
but-
wow. Well, you're a
Dude,
low-key
watch
hater of
being
the
on
FIBA
the
rules. All right.
being able to root for Steph
Yeah,
Curry.
yeah, guys, he's a low-key hater of the FIBA rules. Everybody put that.
no, the ball is special. But the other thing I love about the Cup and that I have like a bigger, I think that the eventual picture for basketball is as these other leagues grow, like we already see like Real Madrid's like got good teams. They have players come up like Luka and all these other guys. As those leagues grow and more talent is overseas, I think they're going to try to make it like genuinely a global competition where you have like Champions League and stuff where you have teams from different countries playing each other, not frequently, but you might have like games here and there throughout the season where it's
Yeah.
like, but
That
the
you can
travel
tell
in
me on
to
too.
add more
'Cause
competition, dude.
I don't know
all
about
for
you
it.
guys, but I'm not
I'm
convinced
all for
that
it.
like the 450 players that are in the NBA are the absolute 450 best players in the
no,
world.
dude, who's that German
100%,
shooter
man.
that's just like
100%.
so
Yeah.
special?
I think the
Get him in the
NBA
league.
like has a problem with scouting talent. I think there's a lot of talent outside the league that is more than
I
worthy
mean,
of
you guys can
getting
call me
minutes.
wrong here because this might be a piss poor example because he did previously play in the NBA, but it was for a cup of coffee. But Yabusele
Yeah.
is a guy that like lit up
Yeah,
the
he was in
show
France
over the
for, like,
summer
4
in France.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
after he
awesome.
started
and
in
then he
NBA.
comes to Philly, and dude, the one I don't want to say the one that got away. I'm not saying he makes that big of a difference, but I thought Yabu was awesome, man. I
Yeah.
thought
He was great
a really
last
good
year.
kid,
Knicks-
man.
Knicks didn't
He's
think so.
struggled this
He
year.
struggled,
The Knicks
yeah.
already cut
He's
him
on the
loose,
Bulls
but
now, yeah.
He did have a great game for the Bulls in his first game.
Yeah.
They
So
really-
did
cool.
so, you know who else had a great game in their first game back? Jock Landale.
Yeah, I
He
saw
went off, dude.
saw a good shout about that too. So I think I'm a fan now because of this. He said he drove from Memphis to Atlanta. Gotta be like 8-hour trek
Yeah,
instead of
it's fun.
flying because he wanted to
Memphis
make
to
sure
Atlanta.
that
Yeah,
it didn't
that's a
get
hike,
delayed
man.
due to like ice storms or whatever's going on down there.
So he drove through the
he
ice?
drove
Dude,
through
the South
harsh
got a
conditions
shitload of snow,
and
man.
dropped 26 and
North
11.
Carolina, South
Damn.
Carolina.
Yeah, that's special work for him.
Respect to Jock.
Let's go, Jock.
Yeah.
He's back on our good side.
Much more heart than Santi Aldama.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Another trade. Let's go 2 trades from the Bulls. The Bulls traded Kobe White to the Hornets, and they also sent Ayo Dosunmu to the T-Wolves. Let's start with Kobe White. Another good bit of business from Charlotte as they're on this run. I think of 14-1 in their last 15. I saw a stat that metrically they're like one of the best teams in 2026 alone, like of all time. Like they're literally like a top
Wow.
3 team metrically.
Yeah, their net rating's insane.
Yeah.
Like during
That's
their
also
win
LaMelo
streak.
Ball finally cares about winning basketball games. That's dope.
Yeah, which Beck and I
that's
kind of
terrific.
shit on
Yeah,
them.
that's terrific.
And
Well,
then he,
dude,
I mean, dude,
it had to be said at that point.
No, he deserved
Yeah.
the criticism. I
No,
mean,
it-
he's-
it-
he
just
never came off as the
seriously-
guy that cared at all if they won or lost.
It
No.
seriously
Like,
made no sense that Khan was having like one of the greatest rookie seasons in terms of efficiency
he's been
that
right
we've
there
seen
with
ever.
Coop.
And Brandon Miller was exciting. LaMelo, we know is talented, but it hasn't really all clicked. And they just were making zero progress. Like that made
Yeah.
no sense. Obviously, we didn't expect this, but before the season, I said I thought the Hornets could,
Yeah, you
take
were
a
you were
fucking
on them.
step. And I'm happy to see this because I do think they have a very exciting team to watch. Like they're
Definitely.
a good league pass team.
Well, and they found something in Musa Diabate too, which has been huge for them in the front court. And then
Yeah.
Kalkbrenner's been a kind of a revelation. So yeah, they're fun as hell. And they
Khan's
add
been
Kobe
awesome,
White.
man.
They had
Yeah,
Kobe
I'm
White.
I'm a big Kobe White fan. I really like this from
Yeah, he's
them.
a dog, dude. This is the type of move I think that teams in this situation should make. I think a lot of times when you're sort of, maybe outperform, this is a type of move that I think the Sixers, like not that position, but that kind of move, I think I would have been happy with. When you're outperforming your expectations, you should harness it. And like you don't have to make like a Giannis swing, but
Yeah,
just try to make your team better and able to contend. And I think that's what I mean, the Hornets aren't contenders, but they're probably a playoff team. I don't know.
definitely.
100% a playoff team. Like that you would want this to end like it did for the Pistons last year. Obviously, you want to win the playoff series, but in terms of like promise and expectations going into the next year, you would want it to end kind of in that fashion if you're a Hornets fan. That's best case scenario. But well, oh, Hunter, how do you feel about this? Because a lot of people, I still see a lot of talk about Charles Lee, their coach. Like they don't think he's a good coach. Where does that stem from? Like, do you know?
Why
And
people don't think he's a good coach? I have no
yeah,
idea. I love Charles Lee.
If I had to guess, I think probably just from like the LaMelo thing, like not him not developing at all prior or looking like he was ever going to contribute to winning, kind of.
I mean, but you saw the
guess.
game they lost to the Warriors. I think it was like a month ago. Where I mean, the Warriors players came out in the press conference and like legit shit on his defensive because they're doing like box and one on
Yeah.
Steph.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the other thing is like I'm not sitting here watching every Hornets game, so I can't tell you if his rotations are ass or things like that. But I mean, the way they've played over the last 2 months has been I've watched them several times and they look great. I mean, defensively they were pretty terrible to begin the season. Like it was really bad, even with Khan cooking and playing, I think, above his weight defensively. But
To be fair, like it's not like they don't have a lot of good defenders. LaMelo should be, but he doesn't really care about playing defense.
Yeah.
Like Khan's serviceable at best. He just doesn't really have the NBA body to like be an elite defender. And it's not like they have like shot blockers out the ass defending the paint.
Yeah,
so like I wouldn't expect them to be
still
good at defense.
Kalkbrenner special.
Yeah, but like I got
his name.
Some athleticism. I like Kalkbrenner as a piece off the bench. Every time we talk about him, it turns into that conversation. I feel like.
Yeah, of course it does. And then the other one for the Bulls was Desumu to the T-Wolves. This was honestly like maybe my favorite move of the deadline. I think he is exactly what the T-Wolves needed, and he's just fun, like in ways that I think like he has some on-ball creation. He can give you like 15, 20. He's a great defender. Like he fits kind of the tough, kind of gritty edge that they have, which I think suits them in the playoffs. And yeah, he just fits seamlessly. He doesn't need a ton of the ball. He can handle the ball. He can be a secondary playmaker. What do you guys think of Io to Minnesota?
I love this move for them because as we kind of found out, it seems like the Bucks were unserious in the Giannis discussion. So it doesn't really seem like they ever had a real shot to get him. So I love that this was like their pivot off Giannis because it seems like they were one of the more serious teams going to get him. A lot of teams in that situation would strike out on Giannis and just do nothing. So I like that they went out there and made a for sure improvement to their team. Someone that's going to help them in the playoffs. Like ultimately, I still don't think they have enough to win. But if you're telling me like we struck out on Giannis, I would expect to feel more if I were in their shoes. I'd be more disappointed than what it ended up being in going to get IU.
I mean, it was just such an obvious thing they had to address. Like, you're playing Conley 25 minutes a night still.
I mean, they brought him back.
I'm a big as a Mike guy as it can possibly be, and keeping him in the locker room is big. Like, the guys
definitely.
He's good for their vibes. 100%.
Yeah, he seems super well liked there.
He's at this point, like he's undersized by NBA standards by a lot now, and he's from the 2007 draft class. Like that formula isn't gonna mix well.
2007 draft class.
But I'm happy he's still there, and I do like the whole palette that he brings to them. I still think they really needed McDaniels to take a more consistent offensive leap.
Yeah,
that's what they're lacking, and I'm not even sure they're going to return to the conference finals this year. I think they're second round out.
That's what I was going to ask. That's what I was going to ask you, bro. What do you see for this Timberwolves team in the playoffs now? I mean, Obviously, back-to-back conference finals. Do you think they get back or no?
I mean, I guess, with their recent experience, obviously there's an opportunity. I think they improved at the deadline. Ant's, instant cinema. Right. He's awesome to watch. I don't think anyone's upsetting San Antonio and OKC in the West. I mean, I think OKC, and this was something I was maybe trying to bring up a little bit earlier, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but in terms of a team that is homegrown talent, not anyone that's obviously SGA was acquired via trade, but he was not the star that he is now. I look at the 17-18 Warriors, the fact that they acquire KD, that whole jazz, right? But in terms of a team that has drafted their own talent, they struggled for a while. Is there a better constructed roster in NBA history than the way the OKC Thunder are structured right now? I mean, I think they're going to go to the Western Conference Finals each of the year for the next 10 years, man. I mean, they're not going anywhere, man. They're not going anywhere.
And their books are pretty easy to figure out.
I was gonna say, I still think that Warriors team is like
construction.
I think that Warriors team is the best team ever, and
Spurs.
People
Any
forget
for the
how
Spurs?
I was gonna say
homegrown they
no,
were.
that-
Like aside from Durant, they're pretty much all drafted there. So I think that team still edges them. But in terms of put together for now and the future, and that kind of structure, like with all the assets they have and their contract situations. It probably is the most well-structured organization and team that is also the best team in the league right now.
I think.
I'm with you, Hunter. I think Spurs is the answer to that 100%. Dude, they won from Duncan's rookie year to when Duncan was a statue.
Also a good point.
And they got Kawhi in the middle to extend it.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
And then they got Wemby on the back end. Yeah, I think the Thunder, though, asset-wise, what they've compiled in terms of picks, I think there's a shout for we haven't seen a team set themselves up this way, and especially them winning this title probably like a year or two ahead of schedule. I don't know if going into last season we were gung-ho about OKC definitely winning.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think there's an argument that they've set themselves up for extended success about as well as anybody has in recent NBA history.
Yeah.
I mean, Presti kind of controls his own destiny here too. There's mystique with the amount of picks he has still.
Yeah.
So
it
remains to be seen if that's a strategy that is
if they wanted to. They can do anything.
Yeah. I just the way he uses these picks is going to determine a lot because he's like the grandfather of this kind of method of acquiring that many picks. Sure. So is his goal to keep sustained success and just keep those picks and not move them, or is there a bigger move in the chamber? And I kind of think that will be the blueprint for what teams fall if it works out after that, because I mean the Grizzlies are kind of in that same position now with 13 picks in 7 years, so they kind of have
I think it's very obviously it's very dependent on health, right? I think that can impact everyone's season, but it's tough to envision a scenario where Minnesota is able to kind of get over that hump. I think they're obviously a talented team, but I just can't see anyone knocking off OKC or San Antonio for that matter in the recent future. And I would love to be wrong. I mean, I think it's awesome for competitiveness of the NBA, but the way those two teams are structured, I don't know if there's anyone coming out of the West aside from those two, and I think it's mainly going to be OKC for lack of a better word.
That series is going to be so good.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit early on the Spurs.
I don't know.
Maybe
I'm bullish on him.
I watched Christmas Day, and I just thought it was awesome between him and Wemby. Wemby and Shea, and the whole show.
Yeah, cool. I'm putting all 5 of my players on him, and I'm letting the rest of the team be.
Yeah, make Steph Castle hit some threes.
Harper was great for the kind of the first half of the year up until that, right after that Thunder Christmas Day game, I would say is his peak. And the advanced numbers right now on him don't look great. Fox.
Yeah, I'm not.
I got to see it, man.
I got to see it.
I'm telling you,
Fox.
This team could easily get upset in the first round to me.
Really?
But yes.
I think they're high variance. Like Beck said, I could see them losing in the first and damn near winning the finals if things come together. I could see it both ways with them.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, they're gonna be a 2 seed. So they're gonna play Golden State or something in the first round.
Phoenix is a bad matchup for him. Just saying, dog.
Beck really wants Dylan Brooks in the playoffs. It's getting busy, dude.
That would be a really good matchup. But Wolves too, man. I don't think you're.
Oh yeah, nobody wants to play them in the
I
first
think
round.
the height of that team has already happened, man. You think Julius Randle's gonna be on a team that
That
wins
was
2
my
playoff series
thing. Like,
again? Bro,
they have too
fuck
many
no.
like guys that just don't do it for me on that team right now.
Yeah. Like who is the best version of themselves right now besides Ann on that team? What player?
Io DeSumo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could argue, but like it's
Yeah.
McDaniels is the
No, you're
guy
not
you would
wrong.
need to be at that point.
I
And
was gonna
that's
say
why-
I
that's like
would
why
say
they're not.
McDaniels because I don't really see him taking another step because he hasn't taken another step in what, like 3 years. Like he's kind of been this guy.
Are we a
Yeah,
little
just-
harsh on He's shooting 45% from three.
No,
It's
he's
not
a
like
good player.
he's like a damn near 50.
No, but
40,
you
90.
like need the volume and diet to.
That's
grow.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
With
So maybe
not
that's a
taking a
philosophy
ton.
thing, but that's
Well,
with
what
definitely
needs
is
to
a
change.
Gobert and Julius Randle, like
Like
they need guys that are gonna step up.
McDaniels has to be the Robin. Like
Their front
Randall,
court is old.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Gobert, Gobert to me is a shell of himself too. Like
Yeah,
that.
thank
That's
you.
fair.
Yeah, and he gave everyone COVID.
Yeah, he did.
With no due respect, he's one of like the most
He's so not
overrated
likable.
players ever. His defensive reputation, he's a good defensive player. I'm not saying it, but like he won like 4 in a row. Like, give me a break, man. Like the guy's he's not Hakeem Olajuwon
Yeah,
on defense.
and it was also I feel like he benefited greatly from scheme. Yeah, we'll funnel everything into it.
Yeah, and you can literally farm block
Yeah.
numbers. Like,
But
his depoys is reputation. Stop it.
No, he's
Yeah.
the reason why like you would have to be hesitant to believe in advanced statistics. Like he's one of the reasons.
I mean, he's the reason
why
Jakob
there isn't
Poeltl
more
got,
merit
like,
for
big. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I actually thought you were going to say that the T-Wolves would be the team you didn't want San Antonio to see in the first round. Because that would, to me, that's the team that would, like, if the T-Wolves are playing the Spurs in the first round, I'd be like, oh, the Spurs could lose.
No, because that plays into like Wemby would be the alpha over Gobert in that series. But
But
French
the
big men.
alpha is not between Wemby and Gobert. It's like Ant-Man too is involved in that. Like Ant-Man's in the playoffs. Ant-Man does just rise to a different level.
Yeah,
And like we haven't seen. I know Wemby. Like I'm not. Gonna
that's
do
a
it
fair point.
and
I'm just
predict.
saying like it plays too much into Wemby being dominant in the series, which
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Bear trying to follow him around in the perimeter.
You'd get literally. That
Oh,
would be the
yeah.
end. That would
I
be
think
the
they
end.
would.
break.
I think they would literally have to just either. I don't even know.
I mean, you
Guard
almost would
Wemby.
have to put like McDaniels on him.
I was just about to
Like,
say. I think you have to throw a wing
seriously.
on him.
Yeah.
Because like Julius Randle's certainly not
I think
following.
I think
him
they
Yeah,
would.
no, I think the teams
I think
that
it
are
would be McDaniels,
a bad
yeah.
matchup for them are like the teams that don't have a big that they can put on him that can
Yeah,
guard.
like small
Yeah.
ball.
So you just put the smaller guy on him, get all up in its space, a la Tony Allen to Kevin Durant.
It always comes back to a fucking Grizzlies player. Let's go. But speaking of Golden State, they finally get rid of Jonathan Kuminga and trade him to Atlanta for Kristaps Porzingis. Beck, you kind of like this one for Golden State. What do we think here?
They've just badly have needed a body that's over 7
Is he
feet
going to
forever.
be a body
Yeah,
on the
but
court?
Not really. He's not athletic. They've needed an athletic big forever. But I mean, we'll take what we can get from what they do. I don't get why they're so standoffish to just going out there. Like Wiseman has given them such PTSD because they just refuse to get an athletic big. Like holy shit, Gafford on that team would do wonders for them, man.
Honestly.
Like they would probably win the championship if Butler was healthy and they had Daniel Gafford. I'm dead serious. Like that's the thing that's missing from the calculus for them. Yeah, if Porzingis can like ever stay on the floor, if there's a possibility of that, he gives them a different look. So I do kind of like it, just because Curry is so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, his knee. I forget the injury he had. He had some leg thing, but his knee is healed, and
Through
he was
medical condition?
supposed to play the other day, and then they ruled him out for illness.
Yeah. I mean,
which
dude.
is he's missing a lot of games to illness, man. Like, what is it?
And like no discovery of what it is.
No,
Like brother,
and he's
go to the
he's out
fucking
there
doctor.
fucking. We know that.
I'm just too busy laughing at Kristaps Porzingis like
Porzingis
calling out of work in the
potentially
morning, like
having AIDS.
literally calling the team and saying, "Yeah, I can't come in today. I'm sick."
Like,
Calling the team hotline, the call out hotline.
it's like Ferris Bueller in his bed, like
Dude,
It's still good.
I don't know if anyone saw this, but did you see the report that Jonathan Kuminga was surprised they traded him to Atlanta?
Was he?
I did not
What
see
do
that.
you mean you were surprised, brother?
Didn't he ask out like 5 times?
He's
Yeah.
requested a trade like 13 times.
Yeah, another Warriors weird thing that like he should have been gone 4 years ago, and also
Yeah,
like
that whole
Steve
thing's
Kerr,
bizarre.
so like the way he handled that situation was so weird, and then his like apology to that. I'm sorry, Jonathan. I hope it works. Steve Kerr's a weirdo. He's an absolute weirdo.
He might. I mean, depending on how the season ends, could be the end of Steve Kerr.
It should be. He weirds me out.
The Butler thing sucks so bad because, I mean, you want to see Steph go to work in the playoffs. And, I mean, they just have literally no chance. Like, they might miss the playoffs.
It does, but Jimmy's a fraud to me now.
Why? Because
Yeah,
let me pass the ball so we can watch Pat Spencer work. I'm not going to.
Oh yeah, Beck's in the
Beck
fucking
playoffs.
Jimmy's
Well, no,
too
Fuck
passionate.
out of here.
He did the same shit on the Sixers where he just stopped shooting for like 3 months at a time. Like
he has the ferment glitch. Yeah,
he is weird.
It was legitimately like worse on the Warriors though. Bro,
No,
they don't have Curry in a series, and he's playing second fiddle to Pat Spencer and Guy Santos.
Yeah, no, he definitely has some weird stuff going on. But like, still, if he was healthy and Steph was healthy, like they could beat like anyone.
Yeah, dude, assertive Butler like you got in the playing game and the final game of the regular season against the Clippers. That's the cinema we need. He's glass as shit too. Like he's the Embiid version of a guard. I swear to God.
What did I say?
Oh, dude, and it's always some random shit like his tailbone. So
what did I say about Jimmy Butler? I said his reputation.
Yeah, you're dead on because I'm more
as a winner is so not.
Just because he took the 8 seed Heat.
And then had an unserious final series.
Yeah, it was horrible.
He's never had a serious final series. I know. I'm not. No disrespect.
He's the one that got away. I'm aware.
He got them there. Yeah, right. And he was also great in Philly, and I would have loved to keep him. But I just think Jimmy Butler's reputation is a little bit undeserving for how little he plays and how much actual success.
And also, like, we give all these guys like Harden so much shit, and deservedly so. I mean, Harden's trade demands are like truly GOAT level stuff. He's the best to ever do it.
Harden was very nice.
Like, Jimmy Butler is a drama queen as well. Like his exit from the Wolves was crazy. And I mean, prior to that, he demanded away from the Bulls, which was deserved. Like he needed to get out of there. But like his exit from the Wolves was bizarre. The Heat was obviously bizarre. He just simply refused to go to work. Like,
there were 2 playing that game.
Like nowadays, nowadays I kind of understand the Heat won the most because Pat Riley's a loser.
I agree. Yeah, he's a wash fraud. There's no.
He does absolutely nothing. He just sits there.
The cadence on that. He does absolutely nothing.
Nothing, mate. Nothing, mate.
Like get him out of fucking office, dude. I feel terrible for Heat fans.
Yeah. He's Jerry Jones of the NBA, but he's had a little more success than old Jerry.
Yeah, but he's like so successful. I mean, Jerry was in the 90s.
Yeah, Jerry was. Jerry used to be.
That's true. Maybe so was Pat. Maybe it's a perfect example. And then another one I want to talk about. Oh, I guess we forgot about Vooch too. To the Celtics, anything there?
Yeah, let's touch on that.
That moved the needle or no? They needed a big.
I like it.
I think it makes him better.
I really do.
I don't hate it.
I think it makes him better.
However, he is maybe the worst rim defending center.
Yeah, he is
literally all time.
molasses.
So like, I question how that's going to go in the playoffs. But I mean, to the Celtics' credit, I mean, no one expected them to be anything this year, and I think I was higher on them just because of how like scarred I am from all the shit they've done to the Sixers and like how they're just always better than us.
I mean, they have our number. They've always
and I think Mazzulla like is genuinely the best coach in the league. So like credit to them for being as good as they are because most people didn't expect this, but they just have some sort of voodoo magic going on there. And who knows if Tatum comes back in the playoffs, like I certainly wouldn't want to be the team that draws the Celtics. Even without Tatum, I still really wouldn't.
I was going to say, we're going to lose them if we play them without him.
Oh, my God. I'd take the Celtics. If we played them, I would.
Richard's giving us 40.
Yeah, I would take the Celtics all day. But, I mean, they did need a big in the worst way. But, man, that guy's a bad defender. And that usually does not go well in the playoffs.
Would you rather have a cone at guard or a cone at center? in the
Guard.
playoff series.
Guard.
Not if you have Neemias Queta. I think I'd rather have a.
Well, it depends. Yeah, like do I
I'd have a
another
Cone
big
big.
that I can
In their
throw in there?
I'd
situation.
rather have a cone big, I think.
Like Şengün was still like a impactful playoff player last year, even though
Dude,
he
can we
was like
talk? Can we
the
talk about the
worst
Rockets after
defender.
this too?
Yeah,
But
we
I
will.
mean,
We
he's
will.
a way better player than
Yeah, Vooch.
Vooch.
Than Vooch ever was. Yeah, bro. What do you
Yes.
think about Vooch in Boston? And are you scared of them in the playoffs?
I mean, I'm always scared of Boston in the playoffs, dude. I mean, they've had our number
Yep.
since the start of fucking time, man. I mean, Tatum or not, they're still probably better than us. I mean, obviously they're ranked higher than us in the conference right now, but even in a postseason series without Tatum, I still think they're probably a better team than us, or they beat us at least in a playoff series.
Yeah, which is a ridiculously sad
Well, which
thing
is
to
funny
say,
because
but
it's a full
probably
circle
true.
moment, I guess, because Vooch was a Sixer originally,
Yeah.
correct? And then I guess he went down to Orlando, and maybe there was something in between there. I mean, obviously he struggles, on the defensive end. I mean, offensively he's pretty solid. At the end of the day, Boston's going to be dependent upon Tatum getting back in the postseason,
Yeah.
which I probably don't think will happen this season. If I'm wrong, they have a shot at a title. If I'm
Yeah.
not, they still probably
Totally.
have a shot at a title.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like us against Boston ever. If that answers the question.
That
Yeah.
is 1,000%.
And I'm not trying
fact.
to be like I wish I was better. I think they're very well constructed from the top down. And I think, as Ryan said, I mean, I don't know if Missoula's the best coach of basketball. He's right there. I mean, top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
And they're a team that's missing their star player, and they're still top 3 in the conference. So
Yeah, good
no,
shit East.
to answer your question, I don't feel
Good
confident
shit
against
East.
them at all. And I think Vooch is, he might struggle on the defensive end, but he's certainly an upgrade for
I mean,
Boston.
I mean, obviously Brown's like kind of taken his game to a level that I think a lot of people didn't think he had.
Yeah,
in
I
him.
thought he was-
I didn't think he. I didn't. think
I didn't.
I thought he was
really
trending
either.
the other way. Yeah.
I agree. I
but
absolutely agree.
Like,
I absolutely
who is
agree.
their second best player like of this at this current moment?
Dude, Pritchard's been
Pritchard?
sick.
I was,
Yeah.
but like,
I
dude,
think Pritchard.
how like
Derek
em-
Brown's been good. Or Derek
How
White. Wow, Derek
embarrassing
Brown.
is that? Like,
Yeah.
Derek White's a
$350
USA guy. I think he
million
played on-
Derek White's
guys,
been
and
good.
we're all sitting here going, "Yeah, Celtics got it."
Yep.
And they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, I know. With Peyton Pritchard. I know.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
so
Peyton
embarrassing.
Pritchard. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
Beck, you love Vooch.
yeah, I think he's got some shit to him this year. I think you've kind of seen the
Let's
passion
fucking
come out a
go.
little bit.
Well, so I guess and
I'm
you guys
not-
can correct.
There's a couple of clips where he's pissed off at the team for being
No,
happy
yeah,
about winning by
he
2.
definitely has like a.
Oh, yeah, in that interview?
Yeah.
He's a vet.
Well,
He's been around the block. He's been
and
in
you
the
guys-
playoffs.
Been-
Like, he
been in
knows-
Chicago.
he knows
Correct
what-
me if I'm
Too
wrong,
long.
there, man. Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm wrong
totally.
here,
He was
but,
he was stranded there.
I guess he's struggling on the defensive end now, but I always thought Vucevic was like a terrific rebounder.
He is.
Yeah.
He's a good rebound.
thought that was
Darren
like
Knox
a
For
good-
really
how
used
for
to-
how unathletic he is,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah,
But
he
he's also
always
7
crashed.
foot, so right.
I mean,
Hey, so is Jaren Jackson, and that brother averaged
Yeah.
about 3 rebounds. per
Don't
game.
even
And
speak
he's
on it.
athletic.
If he's 7'1", he
If
can't
you want a
jump
10-minute
anymore. He's
rant
got
about
defective
fucking-
knees.
We're gonna get
Salty.
back so
Yeah,
pissed
yeah.
talking about
But-
Jaren Jackson.
yeah, Vooch, maybe a top 10 longevity of a big
Yeah,
man.
sneaky.
Yeah, he's
of,
been
of
around
our generation.
forever.
Like this
Well,
is kind
his
of crazy.
his game. This is the thing about these mold of players is like the guys who don't rely on athleticism like at all age actually
Horford.
incredibly well because
Yeah,
they don't.
Horford's been around for
Yeah.
my whole
Yeah,
life.
we might
Brook
like
Lopez.
Surprisingly.
Brook
Dude,
Lopez.
might have,
that
like,
guy's
5 more years
cooked
of
us
this.
since the start of time.
And
whether
this,
he's
this
in
could be
fucking
the
Atlanta,
beginning of
whether
like
he's in
the
Boston,
shift
that
in
guy's cooked us since
Vooch's
the start of time.
PR. For real.
Yeah, for real, for real. Well, at minimum, he gives them a good option for like. I mean, now you have Queta, Vooch, Garza, which like Garza recently has been playing more and like shooting a little bit, which has been fun. But Vooch is just gonna do that role way better. But
Yeah.
Queta and Vooch is like
Kate is awesome,
passable,
dude.
Yeah. At
He's
minimum,
so
passable.
fucking good.
It's
I
such a
love
shame.
Queta.
Xavier Tillman couldn't.
Does Taco Bell
Yeah,
and
have
Taco
enough to
Fall
stay on the
play
floor.
anymore?
Taco
What's
Bell.
his deal? What's his deal?
I think he's balls deep in like the
He's
G
done.
or
Yeah, I was
overseas.
gonna say I don't think that brother's in the NBA anymore.
He might be in like Turkey, dude. He was special once upon a time though. And then Zubac. The Clippers just full on sellers at the deadline here after being like maybe the hottest team in the NBA for a bit there.
So you guys gotta help me out here, man, because I think the Cleveland trade really confuses me, as it confuses probably a lot of people. But the Clippers got like Garland's younger. He's a good
Correct.
player. They got better.
Correct.
He might not
They're
be
going
good.
back. I don't think they're going backwards, right?
That-
Here's
that's,
the
that's
thing.
what people aren't telling you. He might not be good.
Yeah,
so
he's
that
also
is
really injury prone.
that is definitely true. However, I'm still so happy as a Clippers fan if you just take that trade at face value. You trade a 40-year-old disgruntled James Harden for a young
James is
guard
always
that
disgruntled.
It's a
has
good
been
bet.
good.
Yeah.
He might suck, but guess what? You know what else sucks? Not this year, but like the next year of Harden,
Sure.
probably not going to be good. So like,
Yeah.
I don't
you
know.
take that shot all day, especially when you have zero
ages like
leverage.
wine, dude.
Like Jim Harden out of nowhere just needs out again. Like
Jim
you could
Harden?
have gotten at that's what I call him when I'm being
Yeah.
disrespectful.
That's
Jim
what
got
nickname.
mad and had to leave for no reason.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was like
Yeah,
a
whether
typo
it's-
or.
No, I
It's a real
got the
slander.
bit. I got the bit.
It's like Fat Boy Jim. It's when he needs out. This one's so confusing for James Harden, dude. Like truly, I don't understand it.
Well,
Got
Well,
brainwashed
it's
by
funny
Rich
because
Paul.
the Cavs are 3-0 against the Sixers so far this year. Like they have our number, and I'm not gonna lie. If we played them in a postseason game right now, I feel very confident. Which is like
'cause they have
probably
Jim.
not the right thing to say, but
No, it is.
James Harden does not intimidate me, man. I do respect James Harden for his time in Philadelphia. I thought
I don't.
it aged much better. Really, I'm gonna say it aged much better than I thought it was gonna, man.
Well, he had two
I
good
thought-
games. In the other games, he literally lost us every single
did.
game.
I don't know.
His game
I-
seven
He dropped
performance.
40. He was actively losing
His
us
game
the
7
game.
performance was very piss poor.
But he
His
did
game
have the
7
240
no
burgers.
question.
The 240 balls were
The 40,
special.
the 40 burger
Yeah.
especially was without Joel in game 1 too.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was.
But
I'm
that
not.
was-
Yeah, not being
I know the guy
hyperbolic.
more surprised watching a Sixers
Yeah.
game than
Yeah.
us beating Boston in the playoffs without Joel.
Yeah, no, watching Harden masterclass, it's probably one of the most
It's up
important
there.
feelings
It
of the
is
match.
so
Yeah.
fun, man.
The
It is
endorphin
awesome, man,
levels.
because he's-
Oh my god.
But
Well,
then
the
you
awesome
watch
thing
him
is
in
when he
game
goes-
6 and 7 when he turns it over like 25 times combined
Yeah.
and shoots like 6 of 30 from the field.
Which is exactly why if somebody wins a ring in that fashion, it'll easily be my favorite
Yeah.
pick ever.
He's the man, dude.
immediately.
Yeah. But bro, I think that's a good point. I think Cleveland does have an air. We talked about this. Beck and I talked about this Tuesday. They have an air of unseriousness, and Harden doesn't help that.
No, certainly not.
And it's a good bet for the Clippers. Like, yeah, maybe Garland's declining and maybe like his health is bad, but I mean, at worst case, he's a 26-year-old two-time All-Star that you're taking a chance on. And you got a second round pick.
man.
You got a second too. Beck, how special is Zubac going to be in Indiana next year?
I would say very good. I
Yeah.
probably I like it better than Miles Turner.
Way more.
Yeah.
I think he's way better than Miles
I
Turner.
mean, Miles Turner, to put it lightly, it just. I mean, in hindsight, he was a very emotional guy, and that probably affected his effort from game to game. Like, if you got a great version of him in the finals, because he was bad, he was straight up bad. You definitely win.
Yeah, I think they solved the big man thing like pretty 100%.
100%.
The
That's a great
problem
move.
the problem is that pick is now it's a very small chance that it conveys because it's 1 to
Is it a
4
lottery?
protected and
then 9 to
it's
30.
10 to 30. So it has to be
It's so
5
weird.
to 9.
Yeah, I mean, you're
that's
forgetting
so
that the
weird.
NBA lottery is completely rigged.
Yeah.
And Steve
Yeah,
Ballmer's on
absolutely.
thin ice.
You
So
don't
he's
think
not
that
going to
they-
move
How
on.
does, how does Cooper Flag end up on the Mavs? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
well, that was a back alley handshake.
Yeah,
agreement before
after
they
the
traded
fucking
Luka.
Luka trade. Yeah, the worst trade. in the
It's
NBA.
literally all determined on what market needs this, so
Yeah,
we don't
and
have
LA
to
needing-
make the team sell.
needing a
Or if we want
star.
the team to sell, then we're going to fuck them over here. It's
All I'm saying is don't be surprised when the pick from the Zubac trade ends up being like a top 5 player, top 6 player. And we're just like, how the fuck did the Clippers just get literally an all-star?
I kind of like it from both sides, honestly. I like the Pacers like taking a weird shot.
Oh, I love it for them, man.
Obviously, this season is in the trash for them, but like we saw it last year. They had the Thunder like on the fucking ropes, and the Thunder are a way better team than them. So like you replace Miles Turner, who's emotional apparently.
Thank you.
With
go back.
Ibaka
He is.
Zubac.
I mean, he's an ex-girlfriend. Just he's showing all the signs of it this year. He is.
That's so
But
special.
You replace him with Zubac, and I just think Zubac's more like they're a similar tier of player, but Zubac is just more solid in like pretty much every way.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I mean,
think
he's just like, actually good at other parts of the game.
yeah,
besides...
he gives them a sense of stability that they never had with Turner. Because, like Beck said, from game to game, you didn't know what version of Turner you were getting. Because when he asserted himself, he's pretty damn good. But a lot of times, he was comfortable just disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, Halliburton, Nemhard. Obviously, Matherin goes the other way in this deal. You get Neesmith back. You put Zubats in there. Obi Toppin's been hurt like most of the season. You get him back. I mean, this team's going to be a weapon.
You just got to
again.
pray that pick doesn't convey.
Yeah,
you just got
that would be. But the other thing, I know I did just say like it could end up being a star, but like this draft is really top heavy. The 26 draft. Like I think after the first 4 or 5 guys, once it gets to like Kingston Flemings, which I love Kingston Flemings, but like he's not gonna step in and be, like a franchise-changing player day one. I think they could maybe live with that if it ends up in them potentially winning the East down the line.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and this season's great evidence that they would probably be my favorite next year.
Yeah, they would. I mean, they would have been back in the finals this year. Yeah, literally.
Do you guys think there's a more, at least last season, a more enjoyable time watching a team that wasn't your team than the Indiana Pacers? I had an awesome time watching
that. I had so much
unbelievable,
fun.
Man.
They were
Halliburton doesn't tear his Achilles. They're
I'm not gonna lie to you.
You'll remember. Well, at least for me, but I think this kind of applies to like the public, and I think I said this on RIP the Bayou show, but I said this after Game 7. Like you will remember the Pacers run that year more so than you'll remember the Thunder winning it. Like I think
sure. I actually think that's a really good point, dude. I guess I haven't. Really
and you'll remember Halliburton obviously tearing his shit in Game 7, which sucks. But
I mean, that's probably that's probably like the lasting memory of that.
Yeah,
the lasting memory is TJ McConnell giving fucking buckets to them in the
that
third quarter.
Was so special,
that was dope, dude.
TJ Bagwork for that, like
they were just such an easy team to root for. It's also like Indiana, man. Basketball. That's just
How long?
I'm with you, Brody.
Yeah.
How long until Halliburton gets really annoying though? Like 2 years?
No, that's what I said. I mean, I was hate watching them for the first half of their playoff run last year.
Well, the funny thing, dude. The funny thing is he didn't really play in the USA offseason, or I guess. Olympic.
He didn't play
at all.
Yeah,
he didn't play at all.
Wonder who was coach. Steve Kerr's a fucking
Kerr slander?
He wasn't playing Tatum.
Okay. They did win the
He wasn't playing Tatum, dude.
They did win the gold medal.
If Kerr doesn't know how to use somebody, he just defaults say, he doesn't. We're gonna bench him. He doesn't.
Cool, dude.
I'll tell you what. Every now and then I'll flip on those Embiid highlights for Serbia.
Special stuff.
Bro,
that makes me feel okay.
Steve Kerr's half the reason they brainwashed themselves into believing that Draymond Green was a necessity for their team to operate in the same way. No, it's just because Curry's the top 5 player of all time, dude.
I'm a big Draymond defender, dude. I'm a huge Draymond defender.
I was a Draymond defender.
Got benched in the NBA Finals 4 years ago.
No. I don't disagree that Draymond like now is, but like,
and imagine how bad it had to be for Steve Kerr to fucking get there.
Oh yeah, I mean we're in 2026.
It was terrible.
And he's still a fucking warrior.
I really thought this deadline was gonna be it. Apparently
he thought it was it, dude. He said it. He was like, I mean, if they get Giannis, I get
great run.
Yeah. How long has he been in the NBA?
Who, Draymond?
Years.
Yes. Is he coming on 15 years? Is it
he played in college the same time as Seth Curry was at Duke, which was like 20. I think of everything through like that.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like he was in like the 2013 draft or something.
So like 13.
He was right after Kyrie.
Years.
Yeah, he's been in the league for like 12 years. Probably.
And he would have been a great guy to watch play in his prime on another team because he was such a fun watch at Michigan State.
Dude, he would have been a sick
terrific football player too. Awesome tight end.
That's one of the best clips ever.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, it is so funny seeing other guys put on football pads because like they just look so ridiculous.
He looks so
he's like a pro athlete.
He doesn't belong.
I mean, he's not
he
the
looks like a
archetype.
dumbass.
Beck just had a stroke, and then of course we didn't even mention it yet. Giannis just didn't go anywhere. I mean,
his brother, dude.
His antics. Yeah, Ryan, please. Give me something here.
I'm so sick of it, man. It's been going on for like ever since they won the title. Like basically post title, it's been every year of like is Giannis gonna do it? Is he gonna ask out? Yeah, he has. And then he says, no, I actually didn't. I love it here. Like,
I actually never did that.
Can we stop this? And then like the getting cocky about it from him on Twitter is just crazy. Like Bucks fans, if you're listening to this, please don't tell me you're stupid enough to be buying this bullshit. Like, I don't think they are that dumb, but I mean, if it was like Joel Embiid doing this, I'd probably do some mental gymnastics. Be like, yeah, of course he wants to be here.
Yeah.
The tweets like trying to be funny about it, and now he's like endorsing a gambling company, and also the Bucks Twitter account like calling out reporters for reporting on him wanting to trade.
Shams,
like, yeah, dude, of course they're gonna report it. It's one of the best players in the NBA. And he did demand a trade. Let's not act like that didn't happen.
We're not stupid. I think
this is very public about it, dude.
This is the year of like NBA players and GMs just thinking we're all stupid. Like, I don't know what, like Daryl Morey, Giannis, like everybody, they just think we're all fucking idiots. Like,
yeah, I'm just over the Giannis thing. Like, request a trade or rot in Milwaukee. Like, I don't even care anymore.
Well, yeah,
hopefully they just traded
over the day
fucking
they fired Adrian Griffin.
Hopefully, yes, that was always stupid. I mean, Doc Rivers. We don't even.
That's
have
what
to,
I'm saying.
Terrific.
We don't.
Right?
We don't even have to go there.
Why is he still there,
Glenn?
Why is he still? Why has he gotten the past like 3 jobs that he's had?
But why is he still there?
He'll be on the.
I don't know.
Like, there's from his perspective too. There's nothing in it for him.
because he's a coach that keeps Milwaukee afloat, but never good enough.
They're not afloat at all. They're fucking.
I know.
But
They're
they
20
have
and 29, whatever the fuck they are.
They're
he's a joke.
Team. I mean, now they're finally. They're a joke.
He's just living off that
his tenure,
2008 title.
His tenure everywhere he goes is keeping teams afloat. Aside from the 08,
right, he's got to be like 70 now too, right?
He's up there, dude.
Teams afloat, and then they flop in the playoffs. I mean,
he should just go.
I think Giannis, man. I think Giannis, the whole. I know this might be up for debate, man. Giannis is one of those guys. He's got the dog in him, man. Absolutely, he does. He's a champion. He's at his prime. He's a beast, man. There's no argument there. I have never enjoyed once, and I don't mean this personally. If there's Bucks fans listen to this, I really don't mean it that way. But I've never really enjoyed watching him play because I just he doesn't really have a bag.
He has no bag.
He's more of a guy that is a paint player, is a post player.
Just to interrupt real quick, James Harden called him run and dunk man, and he was completely correct.
Harden has vindicated everything.
He also, I guess you could call
He's the man, dude.
Yeah, Harden rules.
You could call it Harden play, but
I'm getting
feel
a
like
Cavs
Giannis definitely pushes the boundaries on a consistent basis. It frustrates me.
I'm with
you. Is it a carry? Is it a catch carry?
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Is it a fucking walk?
But I will say, even
he does have the dog in him, though. There's no
the year that I think is the real bubble ring and the real fakest ring of all time. I got chills in the game 6.
His finals run was pretty.
Dude, the 50 piece.
Yeah,
the 50 piece was one of the best performances I've ever seen.
And him making every free throw out of nowhere like that. The whole thing was kind of special.
Down, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. They went down 2-0 to CP and Book. Correct.
The value.
Correct.
The value.
Yeah, the oop, insane, man.
And that's also unbelievable that Chris Paul, man. Never got over the hump. My God.
So mad CP3 didn't get his ring.
I forgot me and Brody used to be enemies back in the day.
You know what, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Lost City Clips, you were a Memphis Grizzly guy, man.
Those were special. Those were special matchups, too, back then.
Yeah.
Dude, they were great. Remember the game 7, or no, not game 7, but the 25-point comeback from the fourth quarterback?
Yes, game 1.
Game 1. There we
go. I fell asleep, too, so I woke up to that. That was one of the saddest I've ever been as a kid. That was so bad.
Sorry to bring.
Nah, that's all good.
When we were like 14,
man,
we would get tuckered out.
Giannis he's an awesome story. Dude, he's an MVP.
Yeah, I think he's bugging out. I don't think he knows what to do.
He's reminding me like
true.
a little bit of Dwight Howard right now, where he thinks he's being normal.
Right, this is an interesting take. I have no idea.
I want to hear it. Dwight Howard, he's out there in Thailand?
No, not to that extent. Not to that extent. But I feel like Dwight Howard always thought he was like a fan favorite, like funny guy.
Ooh, yeah,
and
I like this.
He just wasn't. I think everyone was kind of laughing at him, and I kind of getting a similar vibe from Giannis, where he's trying to make these jokes on Twitter and shit like that. It's just like, brother, we're sick of you. We're not laughing at your jokes. Hopefully they just trade him in the summer. Like a lot of those reports are saying the offers are going to be better in the summer, and I'm sure that's true.
People are going to throw the house.
But like at this point, I don't buy him ever getting traded. I can't trust it anymore. It's happened every single season. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope
And he's
goes
got a
somewhere
short
just to
temper.
mix
Like
things
that's the real him, and I'd rather him
remember
play
when he-
into that side of him more.
Remember when he pushed over the ladder and
Pushed
at
over the
Sixers
ladder.
arena?
Remember when he
Yep.
got mad about not getting
I
the fucking
do
game
remember
ball?
that, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the game ball, dude.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What was the
Oh
game
my
ball?
god, that was
What
so
that?
gross.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was against the
right? Or
Pacers.
something like-
It was against the Pacers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what, like,
I'm
part of their
misremembered.
rivalry. He
Yeah.
scored
Yeah.
60, and then he didn't get the game ball because they gave it to a rookie for his like first points.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Pacers-
do
the
remember
Pacers
that.
win the game?
No. I
Yeah,
don't
the
remember.
Bucks won. The Bucks had to have won, I think.
Yeah, Giannis had 64, and Oscar Tshiebwe like made his NBA
Kentucky
debut.
legend.
The Big
Yeah,
O.
he was special.
The Big
in
O.
college. Although they lost to St. Peter's in that tournament.
Yeah,
that
they
year.
did.
Doug Eater, shut up.
Doug Heater, yes, dude. Let's fucking go. And what's his face? Who's the Seton Hall coach? But yeah, I mean, Giannis, I do think he had like the most. He had the most like PR. Like he was impervious to any kind of like. There was no backlash about Giannis 3 years ago. Like he was such a perfect like PR guy. He was just like the nice Greek guy who's really good at basketball. And now it's like, oh wait, this guy is kind of just doesn't know what he wants, kind of is leading Milwaukee on, but also not committing to asking for a trade formally, is doing this weird Kalshi shit. It's like, what are you doing to your like rep right now, Giannis? Like, what are we doing, man?
Seriously, speak on.
Let's go, dude. All right, but now that we got through like
Ooh, Giannis.
6 trades that didn't matter,
and 3 more that didn't happen.
yeah, we talked. Yeah. Let's get to the NFL. Your guys' Eagles finally hire an offensive coordinator. We were about a week late to this one. Sean Mannion, Packers quarterback coach, is hired as the Eagles OC. 33-year-old, 2 years of coaching experience. Do we like the hire? Bro, do you want to lead off?
Love to. No, I mean, look, man, it's certainly not the route that I expected them to go. It's certainly not the route that I think a lot of people expected them to go. I expected more of a Nagy or a Jim Bob Cooter hire. Someone that offered, I know the name is crazy, but someone that offered.
ESP would have lost his shit. He would have been so happy.
I think someone that offered a little more continuity, and I think at that point in the interview process, that's where they were at, man. They missed out on a Dable. They missed out on a Mike McDaniel, right? They missed out on a Declan Doyle going to Baltimore, right? Who left the interview process in Philadelphia. So it's not the route that I expected them to go. But I think the more I sit on this hire, the more I hear about it, the more I feel excited. I think Mannion's a guy that everyone has spoken incredibly high of. He's a guy that has incredibly, high football intelligence. He's a quarterback former quarterback in this league, which I think pays a lot of dividends in all said, in all said and done. It's certainly a time will tell type of deal, man. Look, I mean, he's a guy that's never called plays before. He's never been a coordinator. He was a quarterback coach in Green Bay. And it's funny how I think, if we go to is Sirianni capable of calling plays, you bring in a guy that has never called plays before, that has never been a coordinator, who will now have full autonomy of the offense. That's a term that's been thrown around.
Willie.
Hell of a lot. Yes.
Yeah. I'm with you, Hunter.
So I think it will certainly be a time will tell. I think the fact that they brought in Josh Lazard too is appealing to me. They brought in 2 candidates that I think will offer new innovations and new ideas in the passing game. The Stoutland fire is certainly one that I think no one expected. And it's certainly one that I think is going to take a lot of time to kind of.
I don't really think
digest.
it was a fire, though.
Yeah, I think sure.
No, speak your mind. I want the
I don't think it was a. I don't know really how else to put it though. It certainly wasn't a good thing.
I feel like
I know
he wanted more than they would give him.
Yeah, I know he might stay in the
No,
organization.
I think he said, you know what? Fuck Nick Sirianni. I don't want to work with this loser anymore.
Thank you.
But I digress.
Yeah, I think that might certainly be a possibility. No, I think it's certainly a little shocking, and I think it's something it's not what I had intended for. I think it's not what a lot of people had intended for, at the start of this offseason. But nonetheless, like here we are, right? And I think I think I look at the head coaching position. I think, last year, man, was just a whole lot of what we've seen in the past. And the Eagles don't handle previous success all that well. And I think it's something we've continually seen. You saw the Super Bowl after 2004, or I'm sorry, the season after the 2004 Super Bowl appearance. They sucked. They were awful. In 2005, they were terrible. In 2018, they got to the playoffs, the double doink, but it was a grind of a year, man. Nothing was good that season, right? We go to 23, the Brian Johnson saga, the worst collapse in like arguably football history. There was some like
Don't
bad
forget,
stuff that happened then,
it
right?
wasn't just Brian Johnson. It was Sean Desai as the DC
Yep.
fired
And then there was Matt
mid-season
Patricia
for
coming
Matt
in.
Patricia.
Right. So when was the last time that there was a defensive coordinator that was fired mid-season, right? So all these things have kind of contributed to where they were. And then 24, they're at the top of the mountain, right? You have a euphoric unicorn season from a running back that has never been seen, but he put up better statistics than Terrell Davis, who had previously had the best season from regular season through the postseason, right? And you win the whole thing. And then this season, we're going to stay in-house. We're going to hire Nick's guy, Kevin Patullo, which we've seen how that's gone in the past, and it didn't work. And I think, at the end of the day, man, it was coaching malpractice. Absolutely. There was coaching incompetencies across the board. No one was good enough from a coaching perspective, except for, I will say Fangio. I think defensively they were quite solid. But I look at offensively, and I think as I've taken away time from the season and I've taken away time from the initial frustration with Sirianni and the fact that you rest starters, they come out 2 weeks later, they look no different than they were the whole year. You hear press conferences of we're finding our identity. It's week 17, motherfucker. We are who we thought we were, okay? We are who we thought we were. And I think at the end of the day, man, like it's great that, we went to a Super Bowl and we've gone to 3 Super Bowls within the last decade and we won 2, and that's great, man. And that's why it's a struggling offseason. It's troubling, but that's why Howie deserves the credit. I got trust in Howie. Things are going to happen. There's going to be change, but I got trust in Howie because we've won. At the end of the day, man, the players also did not play well enough last year, man. Like up front, Cam Jurgens was horrible.
We're
he was
saying,
horrible.
He was so bad.
He was absolutely
he
was atrocious, dude.
Oh my God,
was he
yes.
healthy? Was he healthy at all this year?
No, I don't think so.
Probably not.
Probably
but
not.
I don't think so.
Right, and that is a big, due to credit. He had a back operation or procedure in the offseason the previous season, and I get that, but
still, man,
atrocious. He was beat up
He was really
front
bad.
He's a
continually,
Pro
man.
Bowler. What are you talking about?
Fuck.
Brett Toth is special.
Right.
Yeah, he
He's
didn't make
a
the
Pro
Pro Bowl.
Bowler, right? But I mean,
Yeah, he'll be
seriously,
snapping
man.
at the Shador Sanders.
Two
Let's
out of
fucking
3
go.
downs.
Justin Fields.
2 out of 3 downs. I mean, Jurgens is beat at the point of attack consistently. So he was absolutely atrocious. Like, everyone likes to scapegoat Tyler Steen because he was the first-year starter.
I thought Steen was like their second best
okay.
lineman.
Yeah, I thought Steen was fine. And people freak out about Tyler Steen.
Go.
I thought Tyler Steen was okay. Tyler Steen was fine. I think, then you look at right tackle, look, man, like I think
Fred was good too.
I agree. And
Fred
they should
was
never
good.
gotten rid of him. He comes back from Jacksonville like mid-season. But I think, look, man, moving forward, if you have Lane Johnson for like 8 games next year, if you have Lane Johnson at all,
yeah,
it's a blessing.
He's in an Eagles jersey. That's big.
If he's, exactly. And Landon Dickerson, obviously, like you hear the reports like today, and it's like obviously super.
Yeah, what the fuck's the deal with that?
I think he's gonna
I don't
play.
think this is as out of nowhere as.
Well, yeah, the injuries are really bad.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I mean, that is the Hunter. That's the retirement thing, man.
His press conferences have kind of been
like that. Is it like Burrow style shit?
Not even that. His is way more on the nose of just like, I don't know if I can do this shit anymore. Like,
but that's like physically, right?
Yeah.
That's like physically.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
it's all. I mean,
thing.
Respect to him if that is ultimately his decision.
It's like
he
a good
ripped
decision.
his knee up in Alabama. That's the only Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he dropped, and we drafted him. And
yeah,
I mean, he's had years where he's been relatively healthy, but I think he got like 2, maybe 3 surgeries. More in the last year and a half.
I mean, Ryan, he tore his meniscus 2 weeks before the Dallas game.
Yeah, and like
the entire season.
He had a back thing. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He was not himself at all. He was like below average, I'd say, last year. But I mean, we knew that he was battling through.
The back is the thing that's like
back
making him
just
Yeah,
kind of
ruined
that's
it,
a
right?
big that's a
Yeah.
big boy to have like a
Yeah.
back injury.
6'8", 350. Yeah, I mean it's a problem if it's a shame what's happened with his injury history. Obviously, he's an awesome player. Everyone roots for him. I think he'll be back. I'll be honest. I think that's me selfishly saying
Dickerson?
that.
I hope.
Yes, but I think bottom
I
line
mean-
is the future's bleak. And
What
like
about Lane?
Lane,
Gun to
he's
my head,
under
I
contract
think.
through this
Gun to my
season.
head,
I don't
Lane
think
is
he goes
back
out
this
that
year.
way.
Yeah.
I don't think he goes out that
Yeah.
way. But this is it. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
26 is
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's done.
Yeah.
He's got at most one season.
And like Fangio,
And so does
like,
Fangio.
he's
Yeah.
done
Yeah,
after this year.
that's
It's over.
my
Yeah.
kind of.
Like, it's
This is
over.
like this is kind of like a
My hot
perfect
take
setup.
is I think Fangio like steps down like week 4 or maybe even like
mid-season?
No,
or maybe
no
even
way,
Sunday.
dude.
Week
Not
4
him.
back.
Not
Dude,
him, bro.
he's
Not him.
he's an old guy who could get sick of this shit so fast and just decide.
But
in the blink
not
of an
in
eye.
starting
Yeah,
coaching
but I
career
think
in
he's
Philly.
like too
He's got a
much like
different-
I
he's got a
committed to this
different-
shit. I'm gonna finish.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, he's
Nah,
a little bit
I
militaristic.
agree.
Beck,
Yeah.
you mean like vibes wise though, right? Like if like the
Yeah,
aging
yeah.
shit pops up or something.
Yeah, I mean that's just like kind of.
I could
old.
see that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like just
Old people
boomer
psyche, like,
yeah,
he's just done with it.
yeah.
He just wakes
Just
up
being
one
like,
day.
I
and
think the
he's
guy
done with
loves playing good defense too much for like his like. I don't think he
it. Does he love it more than playing for or being on Nick Sirianni's staff? Like, it's
Well, no,
true
that's
question you have to ask.
Apparently not.
I
Apparently
think
not.
Loves
people
the
are
Phillies.
forgetting. I think people are forgetting. I think a lot of Fangio's psyche. Bo Bichette not signing here changed a lot. I'm serious. That guy loves the Phillies.
He
Yeah, he does.
loves it.
And
He does.
he
Holy-
really
And I
every
think
press
Bichette
conference
not
is,
signing was kind of a dagger for him.
Yo,
I think he
yo,
was like,
yo.
I love
Yo.
I'm clipping
All right,
that.
yo, fuck, yeah,
That's
yo,
such a
I'm not
good
gonna lie,
take.
because
That's
Bo Bichette,
awesome.
Bo Bichette signing with the fucking, he's public enemy number 1. Listen to me.
No,
No,
Matt.
Bichette's
All
not-
right.
No,
no,
Dave
Bichette's not
Dombrowski.
public enemy
Live-
number one. It's
Dave
Dombrowski.
Dombrowski sucks.
Yes, it's Dombrowski. We don't have to do this.
No,
If I was
Aiden-
talking about
yo,
like it's
Aiden
not
Miller's
his fault.
coming, Ryan. Aiden Miller's coming, and he'll be okay. Okay, he'll be
No,
okay.
I'm ready for Aiden.
Dude, Tyler
Are you
Steve
ready
was
for
okay.
Crawford?
That was awesome.
All right.
No, but look, yeah, I mean, getting back to the offensive
Yeah, let's
line.
get back
I mean,
to the
I know,
birds.
I know Ryan's got to get into it too. Everyone underperformed. Obviously, Dickerson's future is in question. I think Jordan Mailata, who's still obviously a very good player, but he underperformed, man. I mean, it was a
Yeah, he
step
was
down.
bad.
And I think the conversation around everyone knows how I feel about Jalen Hurts. I'm very biased, right? He's Eagles quarterback. He's my
He's
guy.
special.
I think that Jalen. I look at I've talked to obviously Hunter. We've been to O'Neill's
Yeah.
in Philadelphia.
Shout out O'Neal.
So, look, you talked to a lot of the old heads. I think the most talented quarterback in Eagles history is Randall Cunningham, and I think
Yeah.
that's true.
Well,
God.
talent.
Or Jaws.
Mike Vick was pretty
I was
talented.
gonna say sneaky Mike Vick.
Mike Vick
for
was
one
really
season.
talented.
For
Nah,
1 year.
nah,
For 1
Roger
year.
Worski, you guys are tripping.
I'd say
How
How about
Cunningham.
this?
though.
How
I'd
about
say
this?
Randall. Uh-oh.
Card number 11,
Carson for a year.
Carson Wentz.
Carson was special.
I mean, if you're talking about like quarterback, I would build in a
I
lab.
know.
Most quarterback, Kevin Cobb was definitely that. It just didn't all click.
Oh my God. Jeff Garcia, the chosen one.
They
Yo,
they
yo,
anointed
hey,
Cobb so
hey,
fast. That
I don't
was
know why
great.
we're talking. R.I.P. Sonny Jerg passed away today.
Yeah.
So R.I.P.
Did not see that.
R.I.P.
We're gonna be
Sonny
cutting this.
Sonny
We're gonna be
J.
cutting this. I didn't mean it to be like a somber
Big
thing, but
vibe
he's
shift.
probably the best quarterback in Eagles history.
Big
or Norman
vibe
Van
shift.
Brocklin.
What are we talking about, Brody?
Norman Van Brocklin, the only MVP in Eagles history.
Oh, Brody,
Ryan.
yeah, Brian, you
Wow,
got to
man,
wow.
Ryan, you got to know. Brody has
No,
a.
trust me. I know about the Flying Dutchman.
he's
Don't
about-
get it twisted.
he's about to
I
pull
know
up the
about Norm
jersey.
Van Brock.
He's about to pull up. the
I
jersey.
actually, I did not know
There
you
it
yet.
is.
I didn't know you had that in the cut, bro. That's a good
special
call.
jersey. It is a
Yeah.
special jersey. But yeah, no, I mean, Carson is up
No,
there
the
in terms of
2017
talent.
I think 2017 Wentz like is the
In terms
answer.
of talent,
Yeah, I was gonna say I think 2017 Wentz is the best Eagles
That
quarterback
injury-
season
Well,
I've
well,
ever
well.
seen.
Can I guess I will say continued talent. Continued success.
yeah.
Like,
Randall,
Wentz had a great peak, but that was it.
I mean, realistically,
Donovan
it's
was
like
pretty
Don-
fucking
yeah, I
talented,
was gonna
dude.
say it's like Donovan.
that throw
You
against the
guys are like-
Cowboys
you
is
guys-
the greatest throw I've ever seen.
You guys
The
got
one where he
let me
rolls
get
to
to,
the
my
left.
point.
Go ahead, go.
So what I
Cutting
was
that.
saying is I think the most talented quarterback in Eagles franchise history is Randall Cunningham. I think the guy that did it for the longest amount of time with the least around him, you're throwing to Fred X, Chad Lewis, Reggie Brown, Kevin Curtis, It's Donnie. Okay, Donnie
LJ
did it for
Smith.
the longest amount of time. You're throwing a TO for one fucking season. He had B West, who was awesome, but Donovan did it for the longest amount of time. But I think in terms of the quarterbacks that have handled the city of Philadelphia, the media of Philadelphia, I don't think anyone has handled the city of Philadelphia better than Jalen Hurts, and he's the only quarterback that's been to two
a good
Super
point.
Bowls in Philadelphia. It's a very relevant point, and the argument that I really struggle with is like Sam Darnold's playing in the Super Bowl tomorrow, man. It's awesome, right?
He's
I'm really
special.
excited for Sam Darnold. I really am. He's an awesome arm talent. Darnold's been a big part of our football livelihood, man. Let's be honest. We were
Yeah.
watching him in the Rose Bowl back in against Saquon Barkley. We really were.
That's awesome.
Dude, like Sam Darnold, like has a very realistic opportunity to win the Super Bowl tomorrow, and he has an awesomely super talented team. Right? You're throwing a JSN.
He'll
and if there's
likely
young
be,
kid-
be
Dude,
hoisting the MVP trophy.
probably.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I probably right.
He's
I'm
the
right there
chosen
with
one.
you because
He's
I
the
think
chosen
he
one.
probably will too.
He
But
fucking
you
better.
look at the talent that they have, and you look at like if you're a young kid, go watch JSN highlights, man. That guy just glides. He's just like a gazelle on the football field. But why is the argument different with Jalen Hurts? And I'm not trying to make
Wait. What's the argument? What's the argument?
No. My thing is this. Okay, my thing is Sam Darnold has a ton of talent around him. He has JSN, he has Cooper Kupp, he has a phenomenal defense, he has two really talented running backs.
Mhm.
He also had a terrific team last year in terms of an offensive team with Justin
Minnesota.
Jefferson,
Yep.
with Addison, absolutely, right? And Darnold also led the league in turnovers this year. Let's not forget that. That's over.
But nobody's putting Darnold in big discussion.
No, I get Brody's
No,
point.
but I think
though,
the point that
because-
I'm trying to make is he's probably set to win a Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
the conversation about Sam Darnold is
Oh,
how
I see,
special
I
of a
see.
talent he is. And the conversation about Jalen Hurts is how he does so little with more. But in reality, no one likes to talk about how the guy put up 33 total touchdowns this year in a down year, let's say. In a down year.
Speak
he
on
put
it.
up 33 total touchdowns with an offensive line that was terrible. They couldn't run the football. Offensive incompetency from a coaching perspective, both the head coach and the offensive coordinator. And you had a totally disinterested and dejected wide receiver one who had better interest in playing elsewhere. So why is the
him
argument
out, by
not
the
the
way.
fucking same, dude? Yeah,
Yeah.
he will be. He will be. Yeah, I want people that fucking want to be here. That's it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's it. You don't want to be
Seriously,
here.
that was
There's a
That's so
question. Get
special.
out, dude. I'm done.
That rant was so
Done.
special.
I'm
great.
done. The
I
bottom line is, man, it's just very frustrating because at the end of the day, he has his reservations as a quarterback. It's an argument that's talked about consistently, but the treatment is not the same. Is Joe Burrow a more talented quarterback than Jalen Hurts? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guess what? The best ability is availability. He
Jordan
doesn't
Love?
fucking play, dude. He doesn't play.
Yeah.
Like you had. I don't know, man. I feel like Philadelphia, we will wish it away. We will wish something good away. The media sucks, and no one
Correct.
hates Philadelphia media like true Philadelphia fans. Because at the end of the day, we got our guy here. He's not perfect. I'm aware. We're all aware. But dude, like, the treatment
Yeah.
is not the same.
Think on it.
It's unreal.
Cook.
It's ridiculous, dude. And I think they're. I don't know.
Grant, first of all, I think your perspective is interesting because I agree with like most of what you're saying, but sometimes arrive at a different conclusion. On the Hertz thing specifically, I'm 100% in agreement. I've always banged the drum for Hertz. I think people love discredit. I mean, people hate the Eagles. Like people hate Philly because of like our fans, and I totally get that. Like, and I like it. I don't want to be liked.
Let's go.
I enjoy how much
I love it.
our
Yeah.
success angers you. So I'm fine with him never getting respect, but you can not like him in a trolling way, and that's fine. But if you don't think he's like a good quarterback and you're genuine, then I'm sorry, you're not a smart person.
Yeah, you don't know
should
ball.
probably
No.
stop watching football. All those people that have said like, "Oh, the Eagles not finding an OC's got to be an indictment on Hurts." Like, brother,
Crazy.
watch the Eagles offense from last year play a football game. He was
Watch
playing
the all
quarterback.
22, brother.
Yes,
Watch
please.
it.
Speak on it. He was playing the quarterback position with one arm, maybe both, tied behind his back because half the routes there's guys running 2 yards and they're going like this. That's it. That was the offense last year. What other podcast is giving you route runs live? I am. It's so the thing about Hurts, like all that is bogus. If you think the OC search was hindered in any way by a quarterback that's been to 2 Super Bowls, and mind you, had two of the best quarterback performances in Super Bowl history in both of those games, then you're just either dumb or you're trolling. There's no in between. And that's not really up for debate. In 2023, he had 40 touchdowns and 4,400 yards, led the team to an 11-5
And
record
it was a down year
with the worst defense in the NFL. Literally the worst defense in the NFL.
And he did. 2023 was not great, Ryan, but I agree with what you're saying. He had 38 total touchdowns, and the defense was absolutely terrible. And we're talking about how much he's awful, and he's this, that, and the third. I mean,
so I'm with you on the Hurts thing. The where I diverge on my conclusion is you were talking about how you've tried to calm down since the offseason, and I was trying to calm myself down before the season even ended, because Beck knows I've been banging the Sirianni drum all season.
Yeah, dude, since the Arizona Cardinals game in 23, I was
for a lot of Nick's tenure here, I've not been a huge fan. But I give him his credit. He won a Super Bowl. Whatever.
He won.
I wanted him fired.
The only thing that matters.
No, I honestly think it's a great point.
No, I agree.
I wanted his ass fired.
I think they should fire
him. Whatever.
I wanted his ass fired in 2023, so I
think he should have been fired
then, and obviously they went on to win the Super Bowl. But it's very clear, and it was my opinion then, and I think it's a fact now. They won that Super Bowl in spite of Sirianni.
Yeah,
and since the offseason has started, on this podcast, I was basically like, yeah, I know they're not going to fire him, and I guess I'm okay with it. It is a bona fide mistake that they didn't fire him now, because the way this has all transpired, the OC search was a disaster. However, I am happy with Mannion, however you say his shit, but I am happy with him. He's a McVay guy, Shanahan guy. Apparently he's going to come in, and from the looks of it, he's going to have full control to run a completely new offense, which is what I wanted from the start. I want them as far away from Nick's elementary scheme as humanly possible. I hope he has no say. I want his power neutered. I don't even want him here. If he sits in the office during the game, that's fine with me. So I want the new OC to have literally all the power in the world. I wouldn't care if Jeff woke up tomorrow and said, you know what, I really think we need him. Actually, I'd applaud him. I'd get up and stand on my chair and clap if Sirianni was fired tomorrow. The Stoutland thing is just ridiculously bad. He's been here since 2012, and
Jeff has no interest in being anywhere else.
I don't think Stoutland is like blameless.
He didn't retire though. Like he might.
No, yeah,
I
it's
know,
still
but
possible he ends up somewhere.
No, this is literally I'm taking the year off.
Something happened, man. Something happened.
Well, yeah, we know what happened. I don't think Stoutland is blameless, because it does seem like he's being a little petty. However, I'm totally on Stoutland's side in that he's one of the best position coaches in the NFL. That's not up for debate. He's been here for a decade plus. Like, he's earned the respect of the fan base, the NFL as a whole, and especially the guys in that locker room. And should be. I mean, he's been here.
He precedes,
end of Reed, the whole Chip, all of Doug.
He was hired by the Chip Kelly era. That's the only thing.
Okay, so it was Chip.
He was hired by Chip.
So so he's been here for three coaching staff, which is super rare.
Absolutely.
And they've obviously won together, him and Nick specifically. So the report where he basically neuters him and removes him as run game coordinator and starts kind of installing his own shit, I'm not saying that's an issue on its own. And I applaud Sirianni for trying new things, because clearly it wasn't working. However, the new things he tried didn't work either, because he
didn't try new things.
Well, the report is that he implemented his own run.
Also,
However,
can we chill on the
they
run
came off the
game?
Monday night game, the worst football game I've ever seen in my life, and they won 31-0 against the worst football team I've ever seen.
Exactly, they had a decent running day against two of the worst defenses in league history. So
they didn't even have a decent running day.
Pat him on the back, I guess.
60-yarder against the Chargers.
That's what happens when you literally only run one concept of run game. It's
the overall issue. The overall issue is you need to talk to Stoutland about that. You need to talk to any coach about that, but especially a guy that's been here a decade plus and is beloved by the city, the team. Like, he basically backstabbed Stoutland. Like, no shit, Stoutland wanted to leave. I don't blame the guy. So, like, that's just unacceptable from especially a coach that brings no other value offensively. Like, you need to be
It's
a
just
great leader.
Yeah,
and
your
a great
culture
vibes
guy's
guy.
bad for
And
vibes.
we have
Exactly.
none of that.
And guys,
also, it hasn't been talked about at all, but Scott Loeffler got let go or walked away.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
got
what
let
happened.
go.
Well,
And
it seemed
I
like
think Hurts was a pretty big advocate of the guy, man.
It seemed like Hurts loved him, and also by the reporting around fucking Patullo, the one thing Patullo was good at was the red zone stuff. They were fantastic in the red zone this year. But apparently Loeffler had a ton to do with that. So, like, it really hasn't been talked about, but I'm confused why he's not back. I don't know if that was a new OC. Like,
yeah, that might be a Mannion thing. He's a quarterbacks guy.
Well,
the thing is,
Loeffler goes where Goddard goes.
But the wide receivers coach and the tight ends coach, who you could argue need to be gone, are still here. So, like, I'm a little.
No, there's a new tight ends coach, Ryan. There's a new tight ends coach.
Oh, yes, there is a new tight ends coach.
The guy that got hired as the new run
coach.
game
Aaron
coordinator.
Moorhead needs to get the fuck out. That guy does nothing. But yeah,
I don't know. I think Moorhead.
yeah.
I actually think Moorhead's
Bad
like a
vibes.
decently respected guy from a.
Oh yeah, Mahafey's the new tight end coach, right? Yeah.
Bad vibes though.
I'm
I'm
not
definitely like.
He's from Green Bay.
I'm not going into this season confident by any means. I'm not saying they're like, I could see any range of outcomes for this team. Truly, like, if the new offense works, I could see them going all the way. But if shit goes badly, I could see them going fucking 5-12. Like,
nah,
I really could.
Their floor is too high. They're not going to go 5-12.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I'm not saying I expect that.
Dude, the year where they literally had the biggest collapse, like, in modern NFL history, they were like, what were they, 10-7, 11-6?
Yeah, but their floor was 0-6 to like finish it.
Yeah, but the season, over the course of the season, over the course of the season.
That year we went into it with great vibes. Like, we're going into this season with a lot of questions.
Yeah. I think the bar is so low for what Mannion has to do, though. Like, I think the offense, first of all, the type of offense he runs is so antithetical to the Sirianni style.
Ooh.
Like, it's all play action under center. Like, it's what makes Jordan Love really good.
Exactly.
Like,
that's why I'm excited for that.
And
but
also,
I just hope that it comes to fruition, because if I see that Sirianni ball come back into play,
then you know it's not him.
I think
that's what I'm saying.
I think it's just ignorant to think that it's going to be in his full control.
I don't trust it at all.
Yeah,
especially not having called plays before.
I agree.
It's ignorant to believe what you hear, and
also,
I'd rather go with my gut feeling than go hear coach speak for 2 weeks and let it.
I think the thing that
I
struggle to wrap my head around, man, because I know, and people roll their eyes, and I am trying to play devil's advocate a little bit, because when I end the season, man, I think the whole not calling plays argument it's tough in the sense that I look at guys across the NFL, like Bill Belichick didn't call offensive plays. And I obviously know it didn't age well with Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh, but they didn't call offensive plays, for the last decade and a half, and their Super Bowl champion head coaches. Pete Carroll, obviously, take out the Vegas season, but he's a very talented head coach, and he's a guy that.
So you're a pro CEO. You're a pro CEO.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily a pro CEO. I just think it needs to be taken into account for. I mean, fuck, man. Even if you want to go to the collegiate level, Kurt Signetti doesn't call offensive plays.
That's a different.
Sure, but he does have a word. Google me, please. JD,
let's fucking go. Let's go.
Next, Sirianni has the sunflower and
the roots. I think there's a world, and I think you guys are probably gonna roll your eyes, and obviously, like, I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate, man. I mean, I've alluded to previously before we started the recording, but I think there's a world where Sirianni is a little more respected in NFL circles than we in Philly media give him credit for. And I think that, look, the guy's been in the NFL for 15 to 17 plus years.
Yeah.
And, he's a guy that's hired 2 assistants that have gone on to be head coaches. And I understand he doesn't handle himself professionally well at all. Like, I know that, he's the perfect coach for Philly. He's animated on the sidelines. Like, no, motherfucker, you got to act like you've been here before. And he does not do that. And that's very frustrating to me.
The clip of him and Kevin Patullo is worse than many things in the Epstein files.
That's one of the worst things ever.
FC's getting so much run on
The
this.
bottom line is, man, regardless of like the talent, and this is where it's a tough thing to argue because like the talent on the roster is adamant, and Howie has done a very good job, but he hasn't always done a very good job.
Yeah.
And like players did play well when they needed to, and it's tough.
Howie
The
needed
guy
to
has-
get neutered by the Chip Kelly thing to become who he is
what he
today.
is. What he is.
Also,
Yeah.
also
Fucking
Howie's great personnel wise. Is Howie great like interpersonally, like within an organization? Like Howie kind of is at the heart of like a lot
Probably
of
not, but I don't
flaws
really
of
want
the
him to
league.
be.
You don't want
Yeah,
him.
no, I get your point. Like he's definitely got some
Hunter,
blame to shoulder with like.
Hunter, I don't think Howie's very. I think Howie Roseman is very much a businessman.
Yeah, that's what I
think
mean.
he's
Like,
got
Yeah,
some,
no,
some
he-
Daryl in him in the sense that like
I think he's
Daryl's
yeah,
Yeah,
Daryl's
like,
been
I
accused
think
of like,
he's-
oh, he's just like
except
a numbers.
Daryl's way worse.
having personal
Numbers
skills in a
guy.
job like that hurts you though, because if you take relationships into factor at all, then you're gonna hold on to people too long
Sure.
out of loyalty.
But there's
I mean,
there's a
that's happened before.
balance. There's a
With the-
balance.
after the first Super Bowl with the resigning of Jason
Fair-
Peters and
fair.
Nigel
You're right.
Bradham
You're right.
and yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
That's a good
tough
point.
because Nick he's won, man, and dude, I get it. Believe me, I know more than anyone that he has had these coordinators. It's very obvious that like the offensive influence or the schematics that have been at play have not been yours at hand. Or if there's anything we know about the Sirianni offense is that it stinks, right? But
it's worse
bottom-
than
the
it was
thing
an
that-
abomination to everything
but
that football
I
is.
think
go.
when Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman set out to hire a new head coach post the Doug Peterson firing after the 2020 season, the Wentz and Hurts saga, whatever it may be, right? I think they set out to bring in a guy that can be an X's and O's genius. That's not Nick.
Yeah,
We know that.
certainly not.
That's not Nick.
that's
And
the
I think
funniest
they-
part of all.
I think they wanted to get out ahead of the curb
They thought he
and
was
bring in
Shieldhouse.
and bring in a young guy who can be this innovative dude. And it's not to say that Nick's a bad coach, man. He's won at an
well-
unprecedented. How do you say the guy's a bad coach when he's won at like a Don Shula percentage?
No,
Like,
I'm trolling a little bit.
Ryan, I totally get what you're saying. He frustrates me a lot. Like after the fucking Buffalo game, I don't want to hear any more Buffalo
Yeah,
fans.
AJ.
Yeah,
Brown
you didn't
looking
complete
at
a
him like
pass in
this
the second
fucking
half, you
ass.
dumbass. You didn't complete a
Let's
pass.
go.
And it wasn't even the
Thank you.
first time that season.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
first time.
I know. I know.
They did it 3 times this year, dude. I think they won all those games, which is so stupid.
It is
Dude, I'd rather them
It's
be
funny.
9-8
It's
and
kinda
be like fun to
No,
watch
it's
again.
just-
Just Nick
it's
Eagles
just,
football fun to watch.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think that they wanted to bring in a guy who could be an X's and O's guru.
Mhm.
That's clearly not him. I think that doesn't mean that he's a bad coach, but I think there's some guys who are clearly cut out for it, and there's some guys who aren't. And I don't think Nick is a guy that's like lost the locker room, and that's why like before the pod started, Hunter, I brought up the fact, Hunter, everyone likes playing for Nick, dude. I
Does
don't
AJ
think,
Brown like playing
I
for Nick?
think, yeah, I was gonna say.
does
I think
AJ
we're
Brown
going
like playing
too
for
far
anybody?
there.
Does
Yeah,
AJ Brown like playing for anybody?
That's
but
that's a
himself?
good point. That's a good point.
AJ Brown. I'm so done with it, dude.
Yeah, that's the
That's
correct
fair.
point.
That's
We
fair.
just won a Super Bowl. You had 1,000 yards every season you were here. In fact, your first 2 seasons, you had like 1,500 yards receiving, and that's still not good enough for you.
I don't think I still feel like him and Jalen have animosity. That
Jalen
Yeah,
I don't
and
think
AJ.
I don't think they're
Yeah.
best. I don't think they're best. I don't think
they
Definitely
were in
not.
their they were in their
were.
I don't
first
think
season.
Yeah.
too.
I don't think they
Yes,
hate each
yes.
other.
It's a huge
Which-
part of why he's in.
I
there.
Completely leads me to believe that
they
there's
were
animosity.
they were very good friends at the beginning. Then
Yes.
it got bad, and now I think they're
Now
somewhere
it's
in
like
the middle.
medium. Yes.
Yeah, but here's my thing with the AJ thing. The AJ stuff's really interesting because I'm definitely not. I'm not as far as you, where I'm like getting out by any means. Because of like
He's the best receiver we've ever had.
correct, but also the
That's the
salary
hardest part
stuff and
about it.
all that. But also from the standpoint, like I agreed with everything he was saying for like the full season.
Yeah, Ryan, and then he didn't
However-
produce.
Correct.
then he fucking didn't
didn't
show
hold up
up.
his end of the bargain, but like I think he was right about like all of it. Like,
Is he hard?
but he went about it the complete wrong way
Well,
because
you drew
like,
attention to yourself. You drew
Yes.
attention to yourself, and then you didn't show up.
but
Like
I'm
I
not
understand
ready. Like,
his
who the
frustrations.
fuck playing receiver if he's not here? Besides
Smitty.
Devontae.
I think you trade, all right, now we're going down a fucking rabbit hole. But I think, look, if you trade AJ and you get like a 2, which I think is somewhat realistic.
I think that's the best
or
you're
whenever,
getting.
like, I don't know if
If that.
the Eagles come in with something on the back end, or if I don't know.
What's the wide receiver
But
free
let's-
agents looking like, Hunter?
Probably bad.
Romeo Dobbs. Is that
Keep
what
cooking.
Beck's
Keep
alluding
cooking.
to?
Yeah, Romeo is.
What I was
I
going to say is,
love Dobbs.
what I
but,
was
like,
going to say is, I think you acquire, possibly you acquire a 2. You know, right now, as it sits, you go into the draft with 4 picks in the top 100, which is pretty good. And that's how Howie's
yeah,
done
but
really
they're going to
well.
draft 4 linemen.
Well, listen. You're going to trade AJ. I think, let's say you get a 2. I think I look at a guy in a trade such as a Jalen Waddle, a Brian Thomas, who might be on the outskirts
You're not
of the
getting any of
Jacksonville
those
regime.
guys.
BTJ.
I don't know,
might
man. I
be,
think
like,
it's
available.
possible. I think it's
Dude,
possible.
I think BTJ's not going for anything less than a first-round pick.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
think
so
going
young.
for a
Yeah.
one.
He's
like
Dude, he was a
23.
first-round pick 2 years ago and
He's
put up
yeah.
1,500
He's like 20.
yards.
He's like Jared McCain. He's like
It's
23.
like 800 yards last year.
Yeah, he had a bad
Yeah.
season.
You're a bad half season
His
away from
value is
his
going to be hit.
value
His
tanking.
value's
though.
definitely going
I
to be
don't
hit. That.
think
would-
so,
it would-
man.
Dude, if his first 4 weeks are not anything special, like his value will tank exponentially.
He was
Wanda
in
Robinson
trade. He was in trade talks the
disagree,
entire
dude.
season. I felt like.
I mean, it was like talked about, but
And Waddle's a guy that, I mean, no way he can be happy in Miami right now. And he's got the familiarity.
I don't
with
hate
Hurts,
Waddle.
Smitty.
Waddle's kind of like
after
me.
their
I
new
just
coach's
still
head
think he's gonna be too
press
expensive.
conference, I'm kind of bought in.
I don't think he's
I
going to
think
cost
Waddle's
a 1.
still going to be too expensive in a
Waddle
trade.
won't be a 1. Absolutely won't be a 1.
It's
Not
not
a
a good.
one,
It's
but if
not
you're
a good
trading-
receiver market.
What about washed up
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill? How would you feel about that, Brad?
But Alec Pierce.
Coming off.
Seriously,
the
I would
injury,
love Alec Pierce.
Yeah, he'd be great.
Alec Pierce would be a godsend.
He's
I will say,
25.
if they do trade AJ,
I don't know,
like,
man. He's gonna get paid a lot of money, man.
I've had this cooking in the chamber, and I've said this privately to some people. If they do trade AJ,
Dobbs would be
is
cool.
Jackson Smith and Jigba that much better than Devontae Smith?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lot
Is he?
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I
Devontae's
think-
great. I think Devontae's great.
Smitty's
JSN is like maybe the best receiver.
Going into the season,
don't-
I would agree with you, Ryan.
Yeah.
His
this
route
is-
tree is incredible.
Well,
He
we've
runs
also
I think
never
it's-
seen
yeah, but
Smitty aside from his
Devontae's
rookie
an
year in a
insane route runner.
Yeah, there's like levels.
He's never
to
had
it.
a chance. He's never had a chance to
I mean,
put up numbers.
I think you're right. I think you're right on that, and I think Devontae.
I mean, I'm
in a different
exaggerating a
offense-
little to
Yeah,
sell
no.
the point.
I think you're right. I think Devontae in a different offense is like a very good one. JSN is like
I'm saying if you just swap,
He's
if you just put
Just glides.
Devontae in
Oh, it does.
JSN
It's
shoes this
I
year,
just think
like
Smitty's very
I
good.
feel like he can give you 1,600, like
Yes.
kind of easily.
Well, 1,600.
I think
No,
JSN
I'm just not there. Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I
But
think
I mean,
JSN's
dude,
I'm a
Ryan,
Devontae supporter.
You're talking
Yeah.
about the guy that was the best collegiate receiver of all time.
Ever.
He's a very art. Yes.
I mean,
And he's a guy
JSN also maybe had the greatest receiving game of all time in college.
Yeah.
Though. He had like
So
300
did
yards.
Devontae.
Smitty's national championship game.
Yeah,
JSN had 300 yards in the Rose Bowl and like 4 touchdowns.
350.
Smitty had
Devontae
3
did
touchdowns
that
and
in
a
the
buck
Natty.
75 at halftime.
Yeah, how much did he have? 352 and 4
No, I
touchdowns.
think
No,
he had, like,
but he
He won the
four
Heisman.
times.
Did he single-handedly-
He won the fucking Heisman.
And Ohio
Yeah,
State.
no,
I
Devontae's
know
just a
Alabama had great receivers too, but Ohio State
Devontae's
had
great.
like 5 guys
Devontae's
there that
great.
are.
My overall
Good
point was if
receivers
they
in the
do
NFL.
trade AJ, I will be excited to watch Devontae be a clear one finally because
I
I
think that would
think
be
he's
good.
more
I
than
think
capable.
Smitty. I think
of
Smitty's my
handling it.
favorite Eagle. I think.
Yeah, I mean he's the fucking man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is the man in terms of not being a problem.
Yeah, he's also just
ever.
like
Yeah, I mean they don't make.
he weighs
many
no more than
receivers
me, and he goes
like
out
him.
there. And
Yeah.
he's just a dog, dude. He's just
like-
he's just a dog, man.
I mean,
Very-
if Jeremy
very
Macklin stayed
respectable guy.
around longer, he's
Oh,
kind of in the
man.
same boat.
J
Love
Mac,
Macklin,
dude. He's on
too.
my Madden Ultimate team, Beck. I got a 92 Jeremy Macklin.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Oh,
Missouri.
I know that card. I used to have that.
Oh, nice.
in the top.
Special team diamond.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anything else on the
Go pull
birds
there.
before we talk about the fucking
No,
Super
we should
Bowl? That's
we
in
should
2
probably
days.
talk about the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Like,
Wait,
talk about the
wait.
biggest fucking game
Nah,
of the
nah,
season.
nah.
I mean, it's just like so for the Patriots being in this game just takes away so much.
No,
It does.
Beck,
I'm
just,
sorry.
Beck, just humor it.
That-
Humor it.
No,
I'm
you
with
guys.
that.
I
It
think their
lacks
downfall has been
juice.
too short, man. Their downfall.
It
has been
lacks
too short.
juice.
it lacks integrity. There's no way that
Whoa.
they made it to the Super Bowl.
Integrity. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were.
I'm
you-
with him.
I don't hate that take.
I will say,
not
if
saying
Bo
there's
Nix
any
doesn't
funny
get hurt,
business. I'm saying
the
that
Broncos
it's just
are in the Super Bowl.
like
There's no question.
it's so fake that it actually lacks integrity.
No, there could be funny business. Robert Kraft, are you kidding me?
In this game, there may be
Epstein ties.
Talk about Epstein, yeah.
I agree there, Ryan. I'm saying up to this point, they've had every quarterback in front of them has literally pissed down their leg.
Or died.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the CJ Stroud one was genuinely
I mean, the Jarrett Stidham one is equally as bad, even knowing that he was a backup quarterback.
Right, Jarrett,
the fucking backwards again.
Beck, you had way too much faith in fucking Jarrett Stidham.
I had faith in him not to throw it backwards on purpose when he had plenty of time to throw it away.
I will say, can we get a general consensus on why the fuck did Sean Payton go for it on 4th? Dude, take the points. You have
That's what I was saying
at
the moment it happened.
Yeah, Ryan did.
You need to take whatever you
Beck
can
and
get
I were like,
point.
you never know. Like,
yeah, you and Beck were pushed back on me.
I mean, like the only way
1 in 2026. Like, I'm not shocked.
I know. No, that's fair. That's fair. It's just like
the Patriots couldn't move the ball.
I know.
They won the game because Jarrett Stidham threw it backwards.
Yeah. Also, Stidham to that point was like very good.
Fine.
Yeah. No, not fine. Jarrett Stidham to that point had like 3 completions over 25 yards.
Yeah, but
touchdown pass.
He was showing signs of bugging out it.
On that drive, on that drive.
To my point, you can go up 10-0.
Yeah, no.
In hindsight, 10 points won the game.
In hindsight, you fucking do it. But anyways, the Super Bowl. Anyways,
what is that?
The championship. So we have 3 different phases. Obviously, we have the Seattle offense versus the New England defense, the New England offense versus Seattle defense, and special teams. What is the biggest mismatch in the 3 phases of this game?
Seattle front 4 versus Pat's O-line.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Special teams too is.
Seattle's special teams is great, but just taking into account like who's on the field the most and who's going to have the bigger
and the
impact.
left side of that Patriots offensive line.
Will Campbell's going to be getting used.
Yeah.
Also, Drake Day for DeMarcus Lawrence.
The offensive side.
I think in the secondary, Seattle's awesome too, dude.
Oh yeah, they're special.
I was gonna say the whole mismatch.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
He wasn't on the injury report today. He's fine.
Oh, that's big. But also that could be
the safety.
Fake. Yeah, it could be fake.
Yeah, I mean, he could still be banged up, but I mean, Drake May was on the injury report with the shoulder.
He's gonna get a fucking Aaron Rodgers.
And Sam Darnold had an oblique injury 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake.
Yeah, he'll be on purpose
at
at 30.
Yeah, they get on that Paul George shit and they'll be fine. Yeah. So
yo, too soon.
Yeah, it is too fucking soon. Who has the coaching edge in this one between Vrabel and McDonald? I think this is an interesting discussion.
Vrabel. I think Seattle's the better team. I think Vrabel has the coaching edge.
Is it that cut and dry that it's Vrabel?
No, not in my opinion.
I guess I'm maybe giving it to Vrabel due to his coaching experience. But I think, well, what is the edge then? What else would be the edge?
I think Vrabel has.
I mean, both staffs are clearly terrific. They're in the
think
Super Bowl.
Vrabel has him in late game management. I think Vrabel's one of the best coaches in the NFL in managing the end of a football game when he's ahead.
And he's also played in a lot of big games.
I don't think they're gonna be ahead late in this game. Like I think this is gonna be a come from behind situation, which that Seattle defense with a lead to me is like. It's kind of
especially when the Patriots offense has been asked to do literally nothing.
And they've barely answered.
They've barely been able to do it. Drake May threw for 85 yards, man.
I know.
Yeah, and then they make up that he.
I'm pissed. There's not
he called his own number.
Fuck it. I'm going to.
Nobody knew.
Like, oh my god.
I mean, also, I guess Jalen Hurts has been a guy that's consistently not throwing for a whole lot of yards or whatever, but. I've not been impressed by Drake May.
Gotta bring it back, yeah.
Because
I'm not trying to I'm just being honest.
That's a good point.
I just have not been overly impressed with Drake May so far. But at the same time, man, he's so young, dude, and the fact that he's this is a game where it doesn't matter whose previous team or unit is better. Whoever shows up is gonna win.
There is an element of like
it comes down to who doesn't show up. And again, the Pats defense is the most overrated thing out of this whole shit. Because every team you're right. Every quarterback they have played is literally seen ghosts and pissed down their leg.
You're right.
Like it's actually bad.
Does their defense
not discrediting
get
that in any way,
credit
shape,
for
or
that?
form.
Their front four. I don't think it's that good. Like I don't think it's a top 5 unit.
But you're also dealing with a quarterback that led the league in turnovers this year.
I know,
It's-
but
he's
I'm
he's
scared.
very
I'm
susceptible to putting the
legitimately
ball up
scared
in
it
the air.
happens again. Because I'm still not going to give them credit.
The New England run defense is kind of bad. Like it's
Bill.
like a
Yeah, they could
it's a
run
bottom
all over him.
it's a bottom
My
half
dog,
of the
no
NFL
Williams.
unit.
I got it.
Kenneth
Yeah,
Walker,
big
Everyone's
Milt.
guy, dude. Except for
yeah,
mine.
yeah. Milton Williams, great. The run defense is not
Around
great.
that, not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sucks, man, because
And
Hey, what do
Robert
we call-
Spillane and Harold Landry are both injured right now. Like they're questionable.
this game's going to be close and it's going to be low.
Yeah,
scoring.
it's
Yeah,
the Patriots in the
it's
Super Bowl,
gonna be
man.
close.
Like it's gonna be close.
Yes.
I was gonna say I think it's
Feels eerily similar.
I think it's
to
gonna be a good
Brady's.
No,
game.
don't say it.
fellas. I think we're in for a
Wait,
good
what'd
game.
you say?
Wait, Beck, finish that.
Yeah,
It
wait,
feels
what'd you-
eerily similar to Brady's first Super Bowl. I'm not saying May turns into Brady
Oh.
at all. I'm saying just
I thought you were
like
gonna say the
fucking
Chiefs
whole-
Niners
Nah,
one when
that's
No,
fair.
yeah,
That's okay.
Patriots
Yeah, that's
Rams
fair.
when they played the greatest show on turf. Because I mean,
Yeah.
Seattle at this point really does feel OP.
yeah they do.
In all
Yeah,
three phases.
offensively for sure. I mean, and their
Defensively.
defense is great. Yeah,
Yeah.
their defense is great.
Which like
Shaheed.
yeah,
Special teams too, dude. They're good.
yeah they're so good, dude.
Yeah,
They're
no,
so
they-
good.
bro. They're
They're like
good.
They're so
historically
It's been,
good.
such a, it's been such a weird year in the NFL, man, because every team showed a lot more vulnerability than I remember thinking, and I feel like the floor has risen a lot. There's not a whole lot of obviously. There's a handful of.
I can kind of go the
but-
other way too. I feel like the Seahawks are definitely
league was
the
very
best
close
team in
this
the
year,
league,
though,
but like
dude.
they're also a
These
Darnold
playoffs.
pumpkin game away from like
Yes, and it could happen.
yeah.
But if Darnold has a pumpkin, I kind of think they have enough that like he can not
Might be able
play
to-
that well and they could
Yeah,
still
might
win
be
this
able to
game.
deal with it, I guess.
Against
Okay,
a-
but not
against a
play
normal
well
team.
is different than like the Darnold
Yeah,
bad game.
like the Rams game. Yeah,
Yeah, like
the first
4
Rams game.
picks.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
the
that's
Pats
true.
DC?
But if he has that game, bro, they
It's
barely
an
lost
interim
that
back.
game.
Gerard-
It's an interim.
Gerard,
their,
man.
I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding.
their actual DC has been gone for like months because of like a health thing. And I think their like linebackers coach stepped in. I forget his name though.
Terrell Williams.
Are you talking? Wait,
Correct.
who are we talking?
Brody's right
Pat-
on.
Pats
Pats
defense.
Oh, the
Oh,
Pats.
Yeah, no, and like all seriousness, like the Pats defense is a solid unit, and it's gonna.
It is a solid unit.
It's gonna give the Seahawks.
Christian Gonzalez on
Some
JSN.
problems.
That's a fun matchup.
Yeah, and
That is a very fun matchup. That is a very fun matchup.
How often does he cover him? Does Booty get busy on the other side?
yeah, and
Booty's solid, man.
you've also seen peak Seahawks offense
Is-
for the past 2 weeks.
Is
Like
Gonzalez gonna travel? Is he? I don't know.
we hadn't seen all the weapons come together like that all year.
There is a world where like Rashid gets busy, Cup gets busy, JSN, and it's just like not a game.
And it.
Totally.
Like
Oh,
we've
are we
been
thinking of
we've kind of
43,
we've kind of been building to that.
Yeah, the football in me tells me that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like,
the logic.
the story
in it is
and
like, yeah.
that and what we come to be accustomed to is
Yeah.
this is gonna be a slugfest, and
Like 20-17.
it's gonna be
Yeah.
like the hate watch won't be enjoyable. It's gonna be
What if it is?
It's
Holy
going to be
fucking
close.
All right, so let me-
What if
let me
what
ask
if
you
it's
this.
sweet
Let me
sweet
ask you guys
nectar
this.
though?
Let me
might
ask you
be.
guys this. Oh wait.
Doesn't say anything.
I'm just kidding. What do you think the general consensus? So I'm gonna go both sides here. Let's say the Pats win the bowl, right? And Drake May wins the Super Bowl at 23 years old. What's the consensus of him? And then
Oh.
what's the consensus
Brody's
of
going to say what's the
Next,
consensus
Brady.
versus Jalen Hurts.
Okay, what was the consensus of Sam Darnold? That was what I was going to
No,
say. Versus
that's-
like Sam winning it. Like where do they fall? in your
That's
respective
one of the most
analytical
interesting
quarterback rankings?
things you could.
I think
One
if
of the
May
most interesting
wins
things
it-
is Darnold's
If May
legacy
wins
after
it and
this.
plays well, he's going to be propped up
Yeah.
like any
Brady.
like,
Top five,
of the
yeah,
elites of the
yeah.
elites of the elites.
Yeah.
If Darnold wins, I think Darnold is going to land somewhere like where Flacco and Eli
I don't hate
were
that at all.
after they won.
I don't hate that at all.
Because I don't think anyone's going to genuinely say, like, oh, Darnold is elite. But
I agree.
he's obviously good, which is, I mean, very similar to the
He's very
Flacco
good.
stuff. And honestly, Flacco might be the perfect comp because Flacco wasn't spectacular in the year the
Darnold might
Rams
be a
won the
little-
Super Bowl, but
Darnold's
his
gotta win, though.
playoff run,
But-
Yeah, it's
We're
probably
like
it,
the
it's
three
Yeah.
best games
Flacco
of his
better.
career.
Yeah.
yeah, 10
So-
touchdowns, no interceptions.
Exactly.
What if
And
he's a playoff riser?
And Darnold has looked pretty fucking good.
I guess
in
he had
these
the Minnesota
playoffs.
game though.
Yeah,
So
You guys think Joe Flacco's a Hall of Famer?
yeah,
I
I think no.
I do.
don't
You think
think
Nick
he
Foles a
should
Hall of
be.
Famer?
It's
Actually,
not
no.
it's not
Actually,
as-
no. I always I forget. Like he has a
Yeah, the
4 year
NFL is
stint
not
of like
as-
not playing too.
the NFL is
Like,
No,
also
from
not as-
2017
I don't
to
think
21.
Flacco should be. I don't think Foles should be. Foles won't be.
Eli
Flacco, if
certainly
I had
is.
to guess, I would say he does not make it.
Yeah,
Eli
yeah,
Manning?
I changed my tune on that.
No, I
for
think
Flacco.
Eli will
Eli
make
is certainly
it.
a
Oh,
Hall of
Eli
Fame
is
quarterback.
100% getting it.
Yeah,
No, he's going to get in. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer?
Bro. He was
Two
pretty
rings, it's
special.
hard to-
He was
it's hard to
Yeah,
argue.
he was two or 3 years
I know,
out
but
of
he
his
also
career. He was
he
doing.
also shit the
yeah,
bed.
no, but like
I used to love to play Eli.
I'm sorry.
On
I know their
I'll be
defense was
honest.
awesome both years, but it is 2011
yeah,
playoff run. Like
yeah.
seeing some of the hits he took.
Watch that second Super Bowl back.
Okay, but like 3 to
Mario Manningham.
4
That
out
throw was
of-
nice.
12 seasons were
Just
good.
came in.
The rest were bad.
Manningham?
Or
I don't
average.
think they were all bad from him though. Like,
Dude, his numbers are rough.
yeah, but
Yeah, he had some bad years.
It's kind of a product of era too.
I
I love-
I know.
Eli-
Hearing that out of
Eli-
my, hearing me say that
Yeah.
out of my own mouth.
You hated that.
I know. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
hated that.
But like,
I love it. I love that you
the point is like
recognize
he
I
was
love
never
that you
gonna. He was
recognize
never
that.
a stats guy. He was never a stats guy.
Yeah.
He's an Iron
So-
Man. Iron Man. Like that does give him some
it
credit.
is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he certainly
That's
was.
the most boomer shit ever, and I love it.
I'm not like staunchly like Eli's not a Hall of Famer, but I don't know. I feel like he was average to below average for more of his career. I mean, the highs were super high.
Ryan, you taking Eli or Big Ben?
Big Ben,
Yeah,
easily.
me too.
Not even conversation to me.
Eli, Big Ben, or Tony Romo?
Big Ben,
That's it.
Big Ben. I'll say Eli, then Romo.
Eli,
although,
only because he won rings, but I thought
yeah,
Romo was kind of
Romo
more
legitimately
consistent.
has no moment. Like I
Yeah,
think Romo's stats.
Well,
probably,
did you see that
Romo
playoff
failed.
game against the Seattle Seahawks? He was pretty good holding that ball.
Yeah, that's what fucked him. I feel like too. I think he just
yeah,
got the
that
chin
did.
from
Yeah.
Well, and then he did nothing to shed
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying that like
narrative.
created
Yeah.
that demon for him.
I think Romo's a
He
good
had some
quarterback.
special
Yeah,
playmaking
no, I'm
ability.
like a Romo
He killed
respecter.
us.
I would
Yeah.
say, like,
I'm not gonna lie,
if
he
you
killed us.
on a pure talent level, you could convince me that Romo's a better quarterback than,
Oh my
than
God.
Eli. Totally.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
But like in terms of the career, to me, it goes Big Ben, Eli, Romo.
No,
Eli,
not there with-
talent wise is
I'm
like
not there with
I
Big
low.
Ben though. Because
You
he
said
Really?
Big Ben was a game manager for the first two that he won.
Oh, I'm
Like,
not.
completely.
I'm
Beck was
anti Big Ben.
Beck was the first one he
Wait,
won
whoa,
was
whoa,
like
whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
against the
Hines
Seahawks.
Ward,
Wait, we need to
Sean
slow.
Alexander, right? Yeah.
And,
Slow
and
back.
Antoine Randall had more passing yards.
Wait
in
a
the first
second.
Super
Wait a
Bowl than he
second. The
did, I
first
think.
one, yes.
Really?
The second one, Beck, he has the best game-winning drive in NFL history.
Yeah, it was pretty special.
I'm saying in terms of like a season though. I get you. That's a moment, and I can't
I
disregard
don't know
that.
if he
but
was game. Yeah, but
Dude,
even
that's
after
another
that,
thing
he-
Antonio
That
Holmes
Pittsburgh
was
defense back then was
nutty.
it was the
Yeah,
lifeblood
but
of the
then,
whole team.
but then for 4 years, they were the
Also
best
crazy
offense
catch.
in the
Oh,
league.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Big
but
Ben, Big Ben to me is in the
Stacked
Favre
roster.
tier.
I get it. I get
Yes.
I put him in
Yeah.
the Favre tier.
But
I
I think his
think-
career
ooh,
overall,
that's
I'm
a-
taking
that's a-
Big Ben over Eli.
it. Yeah, no.
Oh yeah.
I don't even
I
know
am-
why I'm arguing with that
yeah.
because there is a gap too. I don't think Big Ben's like
no, he's not
look
like
look at the
he's one of like the best
interception
from our
numbers.
era. I don't
Yeah.
think he should be like in that.
Look at the
tier.
interception numbers. He
no,
was
he's not.
hucking it
He's
to the
not
other
like
team.
he's not
He had a
like
23
Drew
pick
Brees.
season.
Yeah.
He like Drew Brees is way better than Big Ben. Like I don't
Yeah.
put him up with those guys, but I think he's better than
Okay,
Eli
yeah.
on a career level.
Yeah.
There's a gap between like Big Ben and Eli are like kind of their own tier from
Dude,
that.
tell you
No,
what.
I kind of put Big Ben, but like he's not touching the Breeze,
No, you're
and
right.
obviously
Yeah,
the
you're
other guys like Peyton and Rodgers.
Yeah, Breeze
and-
is
I'll tell you what,
fucking
Brett.
awesome.
Yeah,
Brett
there's a
Favre falls
huge
into
gap.
Brett Favre falls into an interesting
Yeah, it's a
conundrum
weird-
because
Yeah, I put him
unbelievable
with
arm
Big Ben.
talent.
Nah, he
can
might,
make
Brett
it
Favre
throw
like
on the
legitimately
field.
might have sucked for half of his career.
This
But
is
the
this
guy
is
can
bad.
I think it's
have
fair to
more-
say, but
We
the
can't
guy
go
can
that
have
far.
more
We can't go
interceptions
that
than
far.
touchdowns, dude.
Favre is a better
Hunter.
version of Eli
Hunter.
to me.
Dude, Favre, that one Favre Minnesota year was like
No, it was great, but
so
yo,
incredibly special.
Hunter, I'm sorry.
Greg
yeah.
Edwards,
the
back
2000
to the end zone.
Sidney Rice
All right,
special.
yeah,
No,
Hunter,
wasn't it
Dude.
Greg Brody? It was
2000 to
Lewis.
2007
Brody
is
was
like
Greg
legitimately
Lewis?
terrible.
Yeah, Eagles wide receiver coach.
I don't
Greg
disagree.
Lewis.
83,
I
number
don't
83,
disagree
Greg
with that.
Lewis. Oh my God, I thought it was
Brett
Brad
Favre-
Edwards.
Brett Favre
Brad
to
Edwards.
me-
Brad Edwards.
Brett Favre to me, the comparison between
it's okay.
Rodgers
We gotta
and
cut
Brett
this one.
Favre
Come on.
was always a little bit laughable to me. The,
I would agree.
the gap in because the talent level was similar because Favre's top end talent, like his arm talent is like out of
Yeah,
this
you could put
world.
his
Brett Favre can make
pure,
anything
Yeah.
on the football field.
like
pure
out
arm
of
you could
this
put against
world.
anyone.
But
Yes.
the fact that Rodgers had that and was able to keep the football.
Rodgers
was like-
literally didn't
it-
throw picks.
Yeah,
Ever.
like he's the greatest game manager, and he had the arm talent.
Gunslinger,
Favre.
except
Like,
his
he was
gunslings
both.
always ended up in the Packers receivers' hands.
Yeah, like
Every
to
time.
me, the Rodgers Favre thing has always been just a complete joke. Like the fact that it's even like entertained that Favre was as good
No,
as him
yeah,
is ridiculous.
I think
I
Packers
think,
fans just have like a love for Favre, which I totally get.
yeah, it's
like,
nostalgia. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
like
I
that
mean,
Super
I
Bowl,
would too.
that Super Bowl against the Pats, it was like, Reggie deserves a
96,
lot of
I mean,
credit for
that-
that.
but
I
when
think
they,
Reggie deserves a lot of credit for that, by the way.
yeah, their first stint,
hell yeah.
like
Yeah,
when they were
hell yeah.
really good, because I mean, he goes to the Super Bowl against the Broncos too, and they
Yeah,
almost
they
won
lost.
that. Like,
Yeah, they went
So
to
that
They
was
were
against,
really
was
good
that
for like a
against
3-year
Bledsoe,
stint
Hunter?
there.
Was that against Bledsoe?
the 9. Yeah.
Yeah,
they won.
that was
Wow.
pre
Did
Tom.
Bledsoe ever win one?
Nah.
No.
Aside from when Brady stepped in and won.
No, he was never the quarterback of the
He
Super
never
Bowl winning
hoisted
team.
like a Lombardi.
Yeah, because he's only a patent cowboy, if I remember right.
I think you're right, Beck. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Okay, so back to the modern Super Bowl. I do think
that tangent. That's
Beck's
so-
point, though, just real quick,
Let's go.
that shows how little juice this game has.
Yeah, like
Just-
I'd
just
rather
being
the
honest,
fact that we
we'd
went on
rather
a
talk about fucking Brett
45-minute
Favre than the
tangent
Super
on
Bowl.
And I
Favre.
love the Seattle team. It's just the Pats.
Yeah, it's the
killed it
Patriots.
for me.
Yeah.
There's
Okay,
nothing
so- okay,
redeeming
okay.
about this team.
So maybe here we go. So what is if the Seahawks team completes this season? They went 14-3 in the regular season. The Rams game, I think that was a great game.
First year
One
head
of the
coach.
best games
But
of the last 10 years.
But the way they eviscerated the Niners in the divisional round, in addition to the 14-3 and potentially winning the Super Bowl, is this like one of the best teams?
I think we're going to do this every season with the team.
Yeah, I
wins.
can't go.
Yeah,
I really
for
do.
them.
Like,
Yeah,
if they're the number one seed and they win,
No, Hunter, I think
it's
you do
just-
bring.
It's the
No.
modern day first take.
Yeah,
Like,
we need.
Yes, I think
something,
that's a
man.
very. I think that's a very. Real,
We
real
need
argument.
something.
But no, I mean, dude, Seattle.
I'm grasping
they're-
at
they're
straws.
all good team. There's no argument.
It's a fair
about that.
discussion.
No, the real take about this
Defensively,
game
they're
is if the
terrific.
Pats win, there's literally nothing redeeming about. It's the first Super Bowl champion where there's
We
nothing
can't
cool
do
about the
that
whole team.
though. That's like such
Your quarterback's not even like a little douche who's young. He's a guy who loves Jesus. Like this team is so boring.
Yeah.
And
Ramondre
hateable 'cause
Stevenson
it's
is
the
like going to be the
Patriots.
unsung hero. He's the most boring running back. in
Travion
the league.
Henderson, right?
Everything about
Ramondre, Travion, and Booties is kind of special.
Travion
And Diggs,
doesn't touch
bro.
the football.
He should.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
He should.
Hunter, there's nothing special about that.
No, Beck. Believe in the.
But
You know
they're
what?
in
Should
the
I,
bowl.
should I go
That's-
full
that
devil's
is the thing,
advocate?
Beck. There
We
gotta
got
be-
somebody
there's
on the
gotta be
Pats
something
side.
bad. They're in the
All right,
bowl.
fuck it. I'm going.
No,
into
it's
character. I'm
just
going into character.
It's
No, I
uninspired.
wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots won the game. I want
Me-
that.
me
I
either,
want that
Ryan.
loud and clear.
And at the end of the day, I look at it as the most uninspiring run ever, and it makes me question the integrity of the game. I'm sorry. That's how I look at
The
it.
integrity of the game is great.
I'm with him. I'm with him. I will say this though about the like Seahawks being like, where does this team fall?
Mhm.
They're very good at every phase of football.
Yeah.
I can't get there with them being like some all-time team though, because I genuinely think the league was weak this year, like
Yeah, it might have been.
on the whole. Like they
Every team
obviously
showed
play
vulnerability.
they play
Absolutely.
a banged up Niners team that really had no business being in that game. The Rams were a good team, but like we talked about it in the weeks leading
Very
up, like
flawed. Very flawed.
how flawed they were and how mediocre at times
Would
they
have
were.
lost that
They-
Bears game.
They nearly lost to the Panthers twice in 6 weeks.
100%.
They did once and should have lost again.
The Rams
I-
offense had dirt on the Seattle defense.
I did
They're the
think it
only
was a-
team
a Stafford
could
legacy
fucking
year.
pass like that.
All right, folks. Let's get some Super Bowl props going. Let's each pick at least one. You can do two if you want. If you have two props, you can go for it. If you have a weird fucking Gatorade bullshit prop, go for it. But let's each give our favorite prop bet for the Super Bowl.
Go for it, Beck.
No, I'm gonna take an all probably just try to win big here and go like alternate under and bet pretty low.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go like I might go all under of like 35.
Okay.
I feel like a 17-13 game in this game. I feel like it's gonna be grease.
I don't hate that.
Don't hate it.
And then this one won't be in books, but unsung hero, like especially if the Patriots win, it's gonna be Ramondre Stevenson, like in pass protection. And football nerds will go crazy about that if that's the
Over
way this
under
game goes.
2.5 impact blocks from Ramondre.
Over. And very, very easily. And then over under how many camera pans to Trevi on the bench, straight face.
Let's go.
Wondering what happens and why Mike Vrabel hits him.
And then Beck saying he should have gotten the ball more after they win.
Probably.
Ramondre the whole game. Ryan, what's your prop?
So my pick is that there will be an octopus in this game.
Wow.
I wish, I mean, maybe you can find it. I would love to bet like JSN gets the octopus because
JSN
that's going to
octopus.
be juiced odds. I don't know if that's possible, but I feel like
You might be able to.
there's always something weird in the Super Bowl. I always like them more than two quarterbacks throw a pass. That's always a classic one. That hit last year due to my boy Kenny P getting in there at the end and throwing an incomplete pass. So that one's always fun, but I like the octopus one. And if
like that.
you can find JSN octopus, I love
Ooh,
that.
you're not only
Wait,
calling it octopus, but you're calling your guy.
What do you mean
Yes.
if you can find it? Like, is it random?
I
and
don't
Well, you
know
can't.
if
You
you
can't
can-
normally. You can't
pick
normally.
the
I
player.
don't think
yeah,
that
you can't
can
pick your guy.
pick a specific
It'll just be yes or
player
no. Will
to
there be an octopus?
But you could like parlay maybe octopus with JSN touchdown and
Yeah,
make
octopus
it
with JSN
creative.
anytime.
Yeah.
I like that. Brod,
I think Darnold's going to turn the ball over, man.
Darnold
I
one
think
plus
that's-
pick.
Yeah, I think Darnold 1+ pick, 1+
I like it.
turnover. Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. I mean, look, he led the league in.
You think it's
turnovers
definitely
from a
gonna
quarterback
happen?
perspective. Yes, I think it's definitely going to happen. I think he's definitely going to turn the ball over. I think New
And-
England's pretty stout defensively. I'm
I'm
not saying I
surprised-
think Seattle's going to win the game. I think
I'm
Seattle's
surprised
gonna
you're
win the
not.
game,
You're
but-
not on the Pat side then. If you're staunchly in favor of
No,
Darnold
absolutely
throwing a
not.
pick.
I think it's been too short of a downfall for the New England dynasty. I'm
Like this,
absolutely
this
rooting for
seriously
Seattle.
can't be happening.
I'm
What if it
I'm
is?
absolutely rooting
What
for
if
Seattle.
it is? I might pull
But
something
I do
crazy
think
with my
Darnold.
pick.
I do think Darnold will turn the ball over. It's okay. I mean, Tom Brady's turned the ball over in many of the Super Bowls that he's been, victorious in too. So
Let's go. That's all it hurts.
flipping the side here, but fucking,
Yeah.
doing a little bit of that, right? So,
Yeah, I think it's a good pick.
Darnold's gonna turn
Didn't
the
throw a
ball
pick
over.
last game too, so he's due. My pick,
Absolutely.
Charbonnet, not playing. Since
You're
Charbonnet
gonna
got
take the
hurt.
guy over. I was gonna
Yes.
throw
Since
this in there.
Charbonnet got hurt,
What's his
Kenneth
fucking
Walker
face?
had 19 rushing attempts in both games. Guess what his line is at for this game? 18 and a
18
half.
and a half.
Give me over on Kenneth Walker.
Oh,
the
I
third.
thought you were
No,
gonna
yeah.
take the new backup.
Yeah,
The new
dude, his
backup-
receiving
No.
yards over is a fucking lock too.
I
like
was
that.
No.
gonna shout that
No.
as well.
No. Oh, you mean fucking Velas Jones?
No, other guy.
The guy who
Felix
Oh.
Jones.
No,
not
he's
Felix
talking about
Jones.
Velas Jones.
like the most hated guy in Chicago. He like
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
wrote
yes,
terrible,
not
bro.
him.
Yeah.
Not him.
Oh, Halani? You mean
Yes,
Halani?
yes,
Yes,
George
yeah,
Halani.
yes.
No, I like
believe
that.
his over
I like
under is
rushing.
10 and a half rushing yards, and I wanted to shout that out.
I'm good
as
on his
a-
rushing yards.
I like his receiving a lot.
Marion
Yeah, I like his
Barber?
receiving. Yeah. No, but Kenneth Walker rushing attempts is going to hit. Lock it in.
I like that.
18 and a half. Especially if they're up.
What is the spread at now on the game?
Still, I think it's still
Dude,
4.5.
there's a lot of money on Seattle.
4.5
too, which
hasn't
freaks
moved
me.
in like a week.
There's a ton on Seattle, which is so
Isn't
scary.
that scary
Yeah.
as fuck?
for my
Yes.
for my gamblers out there, and
It's
especially
20
for
to
those,
17 Seattle final score.
for those that hate the Patriots, like
still
as I
4.5.
do myself. I despise the Patriots. I said this on a couple pods ago. I mean this from the bottom. I hate them as much as I hate any team. They're right up there with the Cowboys. They're right up there with the Niners. I despise this team. I would love nothing more to bet on Seattle. But I think if you want to make money, you got to take the Patriots.
That's the value
spread.
play. It is.
It's just me.
I hate them so much. I am willing to lose like $200 to watch Seattle.
Yeah,
win.
I haven't placed. I still may bet on the Seahawks just so I can root for them.
I'm not putting my
but-
juju anywhere near them too. I've been terrible
Yeah,
picking games in
yeah.
playoffs. So Yeah, you can guess where I'm going with this. I'm picking the Pats to win if that's what you're getting to, Hunter, because
Wow.
fuck no. I'm not letting this happen.
No.
I'm sorry.
Wait, are you being serious?
Wait, that might be the right play.
Yes,
This is
that's
what I
it.
was saying, Beck. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm so spooked by all of it that it seems too perfect. Like it seems too obvious that the Seahawks are going to win this game. I'm almost getting to the point where like I might zag.
The thing that gives me
Yeah.
the pause on it is it's fucking Boston, man. Like they get whatever they want.
Yeah,
like they really do. Like
they
this
do.
is probably the longest run in which they haven't won a title for all four teams.
Yeah.
Like in the
For
last
1 year.
Bruins
Which
are on a
is
little bit of a
why-
drought.
1 year since the Celtics.
Which is why.
Oh fuck yeah, I forgot
We'll
about the stuff.
keep
But even still, like
their
it's
misery
still
going.
like one of the bigger
Yeah.
droughts.
It's
I
fucking
Seattle,
ridiculous,
It's
man.
insane.
Seattle, man. Give me Seattle.
I'm gonna ride with Seattle though. I'm picking. I can't. I'm gonna pick Seattle, but I do really want to take the Patriots just to try to offset the bad juju.
It's good, Ryan. I've picked like 2 games right this postseason. You've had a
Yeah,
I was gonna
And
say.
I've actually had a great run of picks. Like
That's what
I've
I'm
only
saying,
missed
so-
a couple
I
throughout
was
the whole thing.
I was
I'm gonna ride with Seattle.
Mhm.
I'm absolutely terrified that New England wins this game, and they
as you should be.
we just get the Boston thing again and again. But I'm sticking with the Seahawks, and I pray to God that I pray to the football gods that they don't let this Mickey Mouse title happen.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Brod. Who you got?
Seattle in a close one.
Close one.
I got Seattle in a close one.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be scary.
I think we're in for a good game. I'm not saying it's a shootout, but I think we're in for like a 24, 27, 26, 23 type matchup. I got Seattle though, man. I think they're the better
Seattle.
team. I think they're the better team, dude.
Yeah. What does just the one thing is like, what do the Patriots do better than the Seahawks?
Not a single thing.
Like I don't know. I think
they get really lucky every week.
you would have said running the football before the playoffs started, and then now the Seahawks rushing attack is like
Yeah, because Sharp got injured.
Yeah.
Because he stinks. And
Yeah,
they said,
and you're gonna have
we
Charles-
have K9. Let's get on the
Charles
rock.
Cross. You're gonna have Charles Cross at left tackle back
Ultimately, the right
Healthier
than
front
he's
been.
fresh.
Where can I go to
in
college?
weeks. Oh, Wake
Michigan
first, then
State, big
Michigan
bro.
State.
Yes, sir.
He was a Demon
Yes,
Deacon
sir. Yes,
first.
sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Was he really? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
no way.
Damn,
Yeah.
you guys can't claim him.
You can't claim
That's
him.
cool.
Oh fuck!
Whoa!
I-
Whoa!
I'm drinking 7% IPAs. It's getting ugly. There's too many buttons in front of me. Yeah, I have to go with the Seahawks. I baited Beck into the Pats pick. I knew I was gonna be able to do
Great
it.
call.
I knew I was gonna be able to do it in the last session. But yeah, no, I think the Seahawks are just better than the Pats in every phase of this game. And to be honest, I'm sick of talking about this fucking game.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen at this point, dude.
I think what's
Needs
weird
to
about
be
this
over.
game is I think we all agree that the Seahawks defense is better than the Patriots. But weirdly enough, I think both styles of game favor the Seahawks. If it turns into
Yeah,
a
grit
shootout,
fest.
you want the Seahawks offense like all day. You have
Yeah.
way more confidence in
If it's I don't even know how it gets to a shootout. The Patriots
I don't
offense
think it
isn't
will. I
good
think
enough.
that's very unlikely.
Yeah, and given
because-
both of these defenses and coordinators 2 weeks to prepare.
I think
Yeah.
that's the most unlikely outcome. But I think if points start to be scored and like the offenses, I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. Like,
Yeah.
look at the Foles Brady Super Bowl. It was like
This is true.
literally insane. There wasn't a stop until the strip sack on the last drive.
I mean, the Bill Bel I know this wouldn't have changed much, but Bill Belichick also did decide to just keep Malcolm Butler out of that.
Yeah, and we still don't know why. But I just mean,
unbelievable. Like,
I just mean it in the big games like this, you truly never know what the fuck is going to happen because something weird always does. And I think if I'm a Seattle fan, I go into it like, okay, if we get this shootout, our offense is better than them. We have more playmakers than them.
Yeah.
And I think May's like, if you're starting a team, you take May over Darnold, but like Darnold's been great. And I know that there's that fear that he turns back into Darnold, but at some point he is who he is right now. And I
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of starting to trust the guy a
I'm
little bit.
so
In the
impressed.
NFC
So
Championship,
impressed. He let
yeah.
it rip, bro. He
Bro,
let
Yeah,
it
he
that's
not
when
only-
burns you.
we've talked about throughout the season how Darnold is good enough to like, sustain a good roster. He won them that
Yeah,
NFC
he's
Championship game.
propelling them.
It wasn't
He's
like
propelling
it
them.
wasn't like he did enough and like the defense was so good and,
No, he was
and everybody else was so
special.
good. No, he was the
He was
driving force
amazing
in an
in that
NFC
game.
Championship game.
He was so under
Like-
control, but like also making big time throws. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't checking the ball down. He was slinging the football.
Is it all right? Here, I have a. Go ahead, Ryan, and then I have a question.
But that's what I keep coming back to and why I'm like, it is Seattle. Like, it just has to be. Like, they have the better defense. They have the better offense. They obviously have the better special teams.
It's like too
and I think,
obvious, though.
And I think either stop. Well, that's why shit gets weird in the Super Bowl. Like it
Mhm.
always does. Sometimes it goes how you think, but a lot of times it doesn't. So if I'm a Seattle fan, I'm definitely nervous, but I'm feeling good.
Confident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there Sam Darnold's been better than Drake May in these playoffs?
It's
Is
not
that even
a
like
conversation.
is that even
No
like
question.
yeah, is that
Yeah.
even
No,
like
it's not even a
close?
conversation.
Drake May's
And I
been
want to
terrible.
speak
No
on that one.
Yeah, can we
TikTok
talk
commentary.
about why Drake May is not
Hey-
like getting
Hey
more
Hunter,
shit?
I'm gonna call my shot here and clip this.
Yeah, I will.
I don't have this brother's
Unless
username off the
unless you
top
call
of my
me
head.
out.
But TikTok commentary, I'm speaking to you directly. You were chirping me for talking about
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix was
Yeah.
being at the time
yeah.
the best quarterback in the playoffs, and you chirped me with Drake May. Give me a fucking break, brother.
I'm gonna find his username.
He hasn't put together an impressive quarter of football yet. And if he does, I'll give him credit in the Super Bowl, of course. But we have seen nothing yet. Darnold has been the best quarterback in the playoffs to this point now, but at the time, Bo Nix was, and I was right. So you, brother, I hope Drake May lays the biggest egg ever, and I'm going to come back under my Coleridge Bernard burner account, and I'm going to come
Ryan
after
coming out of the
you.
woodworks with the Coleridge Bernard burner was so awesome. His name's Will F_13. You're our first super fan, Will F.
Yeah, Will F. I will be
Thanks
here.
for the subs in the chat.
I will be
Yeah.
here, Will F. I'm going to be on your bumper,
Likes and
getting
subs in the
loud
fucking
in
chat,
your
boys.
DMs. Just know that. If
Chat,
Drake
is
May
Will
lays
F.
an egg,
cooked?
I'll be the face you see, I promise.
He already is. I mean, that take aged horribly. Like,
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah,
But no.
there's a part of me that's like,
Fuck
I don't
you,
know.
Will F.
Let's fucking go. I'm clipping that. I'm 100% clipping that. There's a part of me that's like, Drake May hasn't
Whoa,
gotten
sorry.
enough shit for how mediocre/bad he's been in these.
Yeah, it's really quite
The thing
unbelievable.
that sucks is
Is
he
Is
may
it
never if he wins.
because he's so young in the postseason? Is
Yes.
that like what the?
Also, I don't want to take
So-
anything away from
Yeah.
him. He literally put up an MVP
Yeah,
caliber
he was a
season.
vote away from
So,
being
like,
MVP.
I'm not like anti-Drake May.
No.
I'm just saying the brother's been performing badly,
Yeah.
and he can change everything if he balls out and
Yeah.
wins. No one,
Which is not out of the
Brian,
cards.
does he have to
No.
ball out or does he just have to win?
No. If he,
I think he's just got to win this game.
He
It's
kind of
not
has.
rational.
No,
Brody,
no.
No, you
yards.
know, I just think he's a Super Bowl
Bang the
champion. He's
drum.
23 years old. He's going to be
No,
fucking.
if he
he's
wins,
gonna be-
I'm telling you, if he wins in the same fashion he has the last 3
Exactly.
weeks,
Yeah,
he will
no-
get he will get complete shit. There's
no rational person will
you don't get away
think
with
of-
that in 2026. It's
Exactly.
like not something
yeah,
that
I mean,
happens.
brother,
I don't
Hurts
know,
didn't get
dude.
away with it, and he's been an all-time
think he
performer. in
does.
the Super Bowl.
I don't know what's up with Jalen's reluctancy to run the football. Or
Yeah,
We
that was
can't-
weird.
we
don't have to
can't do
right
this.
now. We don't
No,
have
we're
to
not
do
going
this.
We
back to it.
can't do this.
I would turn it into how Caleb Williams is actually the fastest quarterback in the NFL.
I would
Yo,
turn this
Beck,
into how
you're-
Caleb
yo,
Williams
you say
was
Caleb
so
Williams.
overrated.
All I know is Iceman. So come on.
Look
Yeah,
at Caleb
hey,
Williams' stats.
good- good
He's-
This is either going to be the best
go- it's cool
ever
now.
or literally the worst.
I don't really think like we went on too many tangents. I thought we stayed pretty like on it on NBA.
I don't
Maybe
think
on
you guys.
that-
I don't think you
I
guys
feel like the
understand
whole
how
thing was
difficult this
tangents.
edit's gonna be.
No, I fully do. I feel extremely sorry for you.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I have a train ride tomorrow morning, so it'll be good. It'll
Yeah,
occupy my
don't
whole-
leave your shit on there next time.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
What?
Wait, am I still
time?
recording this? Oh,
Which
fuck.
time, dude? Hunter, you've left shit on the train multiple times.
Yeah, you know what I left the last time?
Yeah.
You left your mic.
Yeah.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah, that's actually hilarious. That's gonna. How do you leave the fucking microphone on the train?
Yeah, I left my whole duffel bag.
That's so funny.
They jacked it, bro. To this day, I still believe. To
this day,
I might put this in the
Sorry.
podcast. At SEPTA, you guys fucking stole my microphone and headset for my fucking podcast, and I'm coming after you.
You think they use that as like the overhead announcement now for the stops?
Yeah, probably.
Suddenly better quality on just one
Yeah,
of the
they go
trains that run at 10.
Wissahickon 542.
There you go. That sounds really familiar.
All right, folks. Thank you very much for listening. And if you're still here at this point, God bless you, you deranged soul.
Yeah, and comment on the post. I'm calling people out.
I want you guys to know we're reading every single one of these, and we enjoy you guys commenting and interacting. And
I know people
I
are
do,
tuning in.
Have you been on the YouTube? Bro,
Yes.
people are getting busy on the YouTube.
Leave engagement. Like I hate to sound like every YouTuber and a broken record, but 90% of our audience isn't subscribed or like that bullshit. But seriously, like if you're watching the content, just leave a content and say like passion or something. Like it's better than nothing.
Yeah, passion. That's what Beck puts on everyone.
Yeah.
Ryan thinks his voice is being heard right now. Your audio's cooked.
Yeah, you're muted.
Ah.
There you go.
Nope.
Nah, you're cooked, dude. Sorry. Yeah, have a good one. Have a good one, man.
That really might be how we end. I'm so tired, man.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Still can't hear you.
Shout out.
Okay.
I will be out
So
man.
mad.
Hunter
Yeah.
Beck, thanks for thanks for
Dude,
having
bro,
me on,
thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
Dude, are you kidding me, man? This
No
is a
sketch.
fucking blessing, man. I'd love to come on here like continually, man. This is fantastic.
Please do.
Of course,
I like the
invite
pods
myself,
having
but-
more people in here. It just brings
Yeah.
And
great
this
energy.
was awesome, bro. Awesome to meet up with like old friends, dude. This is killer, bro. I couldn't
Yeah.
ask for anything more.
Yeah, when they look back at us from our class, they'll be like, "Wow, those guys stay connected." And guess what? It's because we can talk ball
Yes, sir.
with the best of
Let's
them.
go.
I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
Ryan, you
So
want to
many
do some
fucking
sign
reasons why.
language? Ryan, you want to do some sign language and take us off here? Still can't hear you, dude. All right, folks.
All right, man.
Honestly, respect the passion. Great passion, Rod. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys.